Like a beacon on a hilltop, Fort Gibson breezes furl the black and gold. 20 hours after a district battle back at the MAC, the Lady Buffs and Buffs are set to begin the 52nd annual Old Fort Classic. With high hopes standing on tired legs and short staffs, these two teams are looking to be warriors and show out this afternoon. Can they do it? We're about to find out. Hello and welcome to the Fort in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma for day one of, you guessed it, the Old Fort Classic. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, alongside Nate Brown, and you're tuned into the Lady Buffalo pregame show here on KNED, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM on the KNED app, as well as at McAllisterRadio.com on the KNED tab. Video streaming on the McAllister Radio YouTube channel. Today we have the Inola Lady Longhorns and your McAllister Lady Buffaloes. Partner, this is the second day of a 4-day schedule in a row of games for McAllister basketball. A lot of teams are short-staffed with illnesses, and on top of that, you could have fatigue set in with the increased minutes per player. It's going to be interesting to see how Coach Bashirs and Coach Dawkins continues to manage their lineups over the next few days.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, like you said, we had a couple of hard-fought district games last night. Boys especially are short-handed. Like you said, it'll be interesting to see how the rotations worked. I liked what we saw in the boys' game, letting some of the younger guys get some minutes and some very valuable experience. And for the girls, might see that rotation expand a little bit. I believe we only had 6 players play last night. So team should be well rested from that outside of those 6, and we'll see what we see going forward.
Yeah, as we mentioned just 20 hours ago, the McAllister Lady Buffaloes dropped to 4-11 on the season, led by second-year head coach Courtney Bashirs. After a back-and-forth first half that was 28-25 at the end of the first half, McAllister only scored 12 second-half points en route to a 49-37 loss. McAllister shot 12% worse, and really, that's all it came down to. McAllister only out-rebounded Tahlequah by 1. Turnovers were even at 14 between the Lady Buffaloes and the Lady Tigers. A few standout performers. You had Rylan Lesnow with 14 points on 45% shooting, had 4 rebounds. Cambry Zoomer with 13 points on 4 of 9 shooting with 3 steals. And Mila Cole, despite not doing all that great shooting-wise, she did her part down in the paint, and she cleaned up. She had 9 rebounds, just one shy of once again being in double digits. She is averaging 7.7 boards per game. So let's look at the Old Fort Classic overall. McAllister, they have not played in the Old Fort Classic in recent memory, the girls, that is. Tournaments for McAllister around this time, late January, have usually been in either Shawnee or Bridge Creek last year. Fort Gibson won last year's tournament over Sequoia Tahlequah, 66-59, and that's saying a lot because Sequoia Tahlequah, their ladies' basketball team is good year in and year out.
Right, they're always top 10. I believe they're in 3A or 2A, one of the
3A.
two.
I'm pretty sure it's 3A.
Yeah, I think it's 3A.
They were beating Ada 40-2 at halftime.
Yeah.
Never seen that before.
No, Ada's typically very good, and to see them losing by 38 at a half, not great for them.
Let's look at the opponents of the McAllister Lady Buffaloes today. We have Inola, the Inola Lady Longhorns of Class 4A. They're averaging 44.1 points per game, giving up 49.5 points per game, led by head coach Travis Wheeler. They were 9-15 a year ago, lost to Veneta 37-31 in regionals. So far this year, they have finished 6th, and the Jerry, that is
I think it's the Inola tournament.
Yeah, it's the Inola tournament. I believe the last name is pronounced Ockwin, but the 6th in the Jerry Ockwin tournament and also 6th place in the Locust Grove tournament. And last year they finished 6th place in both of their tournaments that they played as well. McAllister and Inola have not played in the Max Preps era. That goes back to at least 2006. And Inola has only gone up to play 5A once. They played Bishop Kelly, losing 57-34. That was in the Locust Grove tournament. So as we look at these two teams and we kind of compare them, not really knowing much about each other, who are some players to watch and keys to the game for the McAllister Lady Buffaloes? Nate?
Well, first up, you got to start with Cambry Zoomer. She had 13 points last night, 2 of 5 shooting from three-point range. One of her better shooting nights on the year so far. She did have 3 steals as well. If the offense is going to get going, it's going to run through Cambry Zoomer in pretty much any game. Next up, if it's not going to run through Cambry Zoomer, it'll be through Rylan Lesnow. She had 14 points on 45% shooting yesterday, along with 3 rebounds and a steal. She'll need to make sure to help the post presence against Inola today. And finally, Mila Cole didn't have her best scoring game, but she had one of her best rebounding games of the season. She had 9 boards, and the size is about the same for both these teams. So it'll be imperative for Zoomer, Lesnow, and Cole to open up the paint and try and find their three-point shot.
All right, now, keys to the game for the Lady Buffaloes. You kind of mentioned that a little bit there, opening up their shot by using the paint.
Yeah, that's the first key. Make Inola respect your three-point shot. That's something that we're going to talk about in pretty much any game that we cover. And once McAlester gets that three-point shot really going, it's going to open up the paint, and that's very clearly where Coach Bashirs likes to work.
That's where they've been trying to work for the last two games against Tahlequah, against Pryor. They've tried to run the offense. You say through Zoomer, but they've been trying to get it down to Riley and Lesnow. But it looks like teams are starting to press McAlester less and focus more on packing the paint so that they can't function the offense that they want to run in.
Exactly right. Next up, you want to keep the defense, keep performing on defense like you have. You've been holding teams to, I believe that's 37 points per game on the year. Inola's averaging about 44, just a little over 44. If you can keep them below that, I feel pretty good about your chances on winning this game. And finally, just really play your game. You really did have a good game against Tahlequah last night. They just shot a little bit better. That's just the end of that's just how the game ended, and yeah, that's about all I got.
I think the first half for McAlester yesterday was one of their most impressive halves of basketball against a really defensive-heavy Tahlequah team, scoring 25 points in the first half. But the wheels, I wouldn't say they fell off. I just felt like there was a little bit of fatigue that came in the second half. The chess match happened. McAlester couldn't really, after having success against the zone in the first half, couldn't find that same success in the second half. And that's because, again, when McAllister's finding a lot of their struggles, it's one of two things. One, turnovers, which they've been starting to fix that. And two, it comes down to shooting the ball, which sometimes you just don't have good shooting nights, and sometimes you do. McAlester at 37% from the field on the season. If they can be around that today, I think if McAlester can be around 37% from the field today, they should feel pretty good about their chances to win. And that's really not asking that much to shoot 37% from the field. So, we have 3 minutes until we have the start of this game. Again, the game before ours ended in overtime, so we're starting a little bit behind today. But this game, in all season, it's brought to you by Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air LLC, Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, McAlester Direct Primary Care, Fenton Nissan McAlester, WE Alford Propane, B-Bank and A, Stipe Law Firm, and Vickers Power Sports. We'll be back in about 2.5 minutes with our starting lineups here from the Fort in the 52nd Annual Old Fort Classic on KNED.
Ever notice how one thermostat can spark a full family debate? Dad cranks it down, Mom turns it up, and the kids, well, they just want it perfect for video games. That's when your HVAC system says, "I'm done." And that's when we step in to keep everyone comfortable and prevent the family from turning on each other. Because let's be honest, the dog shouldn't have to choose sides. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014445.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
New year means new resolutions and the perfect time to trade in and trade up at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. Why settle for last year's ride when you can drive something with more tech, more comfort, and more style? Turn your trade-in into an upgrade you'll love, because your resolutions deserve the best ride. Fulfill your new year with a resolution you'll keep, a new Nissan from Fenton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
For those on YouTube looking at the weekly schedule, of course, we've moved up the Old Fort Classic to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now with the chance of inclement weather this weekend, we do hope that you stay weather aware. We're going to keep you weather aware here on our McAlester radio stations. Looking at our starting lineups, and now, if I'm not mistaken, that's kind of a gold, orange-ish tint.
It's gold.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Again,
it's another black and gold.
It's another black and gold here for the Inola Lady Longhorns, led by head coach Travis Wheeler. 6-7 on the year. 6-8 on the year, actually. They lost last night. We have number 3, Brinley Pratt. Number 5, Tessa Groff. Number 20, Ren Weaver. Number 23, Megan Bell. And number 24, Izzy Helling. Those are your starting 5 for the Inola Lady Longhorns, wearing their black road uniforms with the gold numerals on the front and back, and gold Inola across the front, and gold accents.
Definitely a new starting lineup for the Lady Buffs.
Yeah, the Lady Buffaloes are rolling out junior guard number 1, Cambry Zoomer, junior forward number 5, Rylan Lesnow, sophomore guard number 11, Callie Burrow, sophomore guard number 15, Katie Ivy, and freshman guard number 20, Parker Cochran. McAlester going with a little bit of a smaller lineup to start off this one, and Callie Burrow getting, I believe, her first start of her career.
I believe you're right, and just goes to show how much I know about game planning, because I was talking about post presence, and we start small.
Again, the Lady Buffaloes 4-11 on the year, led by head coach Courtney Bashirs in her second season. We're about to have tip-off as McAllister's wearing their home white uniforms with the gold numerals on the front and back. Tip-off brought to you by T&W Tire McAlester. Say hi to Gail and Doug. See their technicians for brakes, suspensions, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. They carry Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands to fit your budget. 918-426-6571 as the tip is won by Inola. And it's basketball time here in the Heartland to begin the 52nd annual Old Fort Classic, and the first matchup between these two teams in recent memory. Here's a near corner 3 that's on the way and missed. A long rebound out by Cambry Zoomer. She'll push it down the near sideline. Zoomer looking ahead. Nothing's there. Now tries to find Lesnow, and the pass is too high, sailing across the baseline for a turnover on McAlester. Only 14 compared to the 21 they're averaging on the season, so they cut that down in the third last night against the Tahlequah Lady Tigers, just up the road here from Fort Gibson. 7.5. Here's a long 3 that will be too strong. Down inside, we have Parker Cochran that came up with the board, and then a tie ball, but McAlester still will have the possession arrow, so they will move it the other way. So 2 3-point attempts by the Lady Longhorns so far. They are averaging 44.1 points per game. Ivy takes it down the floor. She hit her first 3 of the season last night. Pass near corner. Zoomer's open for 3. She'll take it. She'll make it. Paint it gold. McAlester strikes first on their first shot attempt of the day.
It's a good start.
Cambry's been really hot from downtown here as of late. She was 2 of 5 from downtown on, I believe that was last night. And then last Friday, as we have a turnover, as it gets sailed out of bounds along the far sideline, back to McAlester basketball. She made 3 threes against Pryor last Friday night.
Yeah, and that was just some good pressure on that defensive side for McAlester. But a couple of long 3-point attempts for Fort Gibson. We're in Fort Gibson for Inola.
Left wing, Ivy near corner. Zoomer wants another one from that spot. This one won't go in. Lesnow wrestles for the rebound but can't put it back in. And it's rebounded by number 3, Brinley Pratt, as Inola runs it the other way. Pratt zooming down the floor to the low post. Block shot by Cochran, as it's Lesnow that has the rebound. Nice start for McAlester defensively. 6:34 left in the first, and a 3-0 McAlester lead.
Inola starting out 0 of 3 from the field.
Left wing Burrow, overhead pass to Ivy. She looks right, no one's there. The offense migrates to that right side as they pass left, cross court to Cochran. Swinging it right side to Burrow. Burrow into the corner, short corner, inside to Ivy. That's Cochran. Cochran tried to get it back outside, had an open Zoomer, but traveled first as she was closed on.
That is the second turnover for McAlester.
6:13 left in the first. Still our only points coming from Cambry Zoomer's right hand on a 3-point ball. Driving right is Bell. Bell hands it off to the high post, lobbing it back outside. McAlester guarding the paint so far pretty well. Dribbling around the arc and getting it back on the edge of the circle to Bell. Bell swinging it right side, now into the low post. 2 ball is blocked by Lesnow and tried throwing it to save it. Could not do so. Hit that out of bounds line, and it will stay with the Lady Longhorns. How about that for McAlester? Already 2 blocks, averaging 2 blocks per game on the year.
Well, I think they're on pace to go above that.
Inbound, gets it, short corner, now backing on up to three-point range. Now trying to drive, reversing direction and getting it outside to Groff. Groff in the corner, passes into the front court to Bell. Bell right side. Back to Bell between the circles. They're going 5 out right now. Another long left wing 3 is short. A rebound attempt. We're going to have a foul here on Inola.
Oh, wow.
I thought that it was Lesnow that was going to be crashing in and creating the contact. They called the foul on Inola's number 5, Tessa Groff. And for McAlester fans, they'll take that.
Mila Cole checking in for someone. Callie Burrow.
Oh, okay, they changed up the foul call. They said that it is on Lesnow, as it should have been, but then they waived it should be McAlester basketball. So the foul is actually on Lesnow. As here's an inbound low post. Trying to get around Lesnow's number 24. Wild shot that just goes straight to Ivy along the baseline. Air ball. Ivy goes the other way. Ivy passes angle right to Cochran. Cochran back to Ivy, high post. Just right by the three-point line. Lobs into a double team. Dangerous pass, but somehow ricochets out over to Cochran in the corner. Right wing, Ivy swinging to a left wing. Three-pointer by Zoomer. Won't go. Lesnow offensive board. Mid-range jumper won't go either. Mila Cole fighting for it. I think she was the last one that touched it as it goes out of bounds near these cheerleaders of Inola on the left side.
Teams are combining for 1 of 11 from the field to start the game.
Is that good?
No.
5:05 remaining in the first quarter. Still a 3-0 score. McAlester made their first shot at the game and have not made one since. Out far corner for the tie. Can they get this three-pointer? No, too strong. Inola with the offensive board. It's Tessa Groff who takes it back out by that corner where they just shot the 3 from. Top of the key to Pratt. Pratt trying to get around Zoomer. Zoomer right on her. Handing it off to Weaver. Weaver to the left wing to Groff. Groff on the drive. Dishes late. Low post 2 is no good. Offensive rebound as a volleyball bat of a pass goes out to the left wing. Three-pointer in the air. That one's no good either. Offensive board again. Lady Longhorn hits the deck as last touched by the Lady Buffaloes. McAlester cannot end this possession. It's gone on for about 40 seconds.
That is 3 offensive rebounds on this possession.
Bell inbounds, baseline, right at the glass. Lobs it out to the front court to Groff. Groff trying to back up Lesnow. Now attacking the left side. Wild 2, too strong. Cochran's got the board, and McAlester survives on, 4 or 5 shot attempts there on that one possession.
Yeah, Inola's 0 of 10 to start the game.
Ivy, McAlester trying to take advantage of that. They're not going to be like that for the whole game, obviously.
No.
Cochran top of the key. Lesnow begins her dribble right.
I mean, we'll take it if they are, but...
Looks like a 3-2 zone. Zoomer looking top, throws it, left elbow. Lesnow can't handle it, gathers it back, triple team, and then we're going to have a tie ball here and a steal for the Inola Lady Longhorns as they own the possession arrow.
That'll be their first steal of the day.
So McAlester having the exact opposite of what they had last night thus far. Again, 25 first half points. So far just 3, but that's our score. 3-0 McAlester on top. 3:48 left in the first. Into the near corner with it is Helling. Helling works around the arc. Stopping right wing. Top of the key. Around to the left wing again. They really don't run a lot of post. Now throwing over to the right side. A lot of 5 out. Now driving in. Right elbow 2. Foul called. And there's a chance for their first points of the day for free throws here for Izzy Helling. As the foul will be on Rylan Lesnow. That is her second personal.
And Taylor Williams looks like she's probably going to check in for her.
Got to give it up to Lesnow. Again, she's had trouble with fouling in the last couple of seasons. As here's the first free throw by Helling. That is no good. They're still scoreless. But she has done a good job of staying out of foul trouble in recent games, especially last night. Only 2 fouls the entirety of the game. But Coach Bashirs coaching Lesnow. She makes her way to the bench. And in a quiet gym, the second free throw is made, and Inola is on the board. Despite not scoring until 3:33 left in the first quarter, they only trail by 2. 3-1 in this defensive contest. Only 2 fouls between the two teams. Both of them were on Lesnow. Top of the key, dribbling it off is Ivy, passing left wing to Cochran. Cochran looks around, back to Ivy. Ivy takes the right wing 3. Ivy can't get it to go. It's tipped into the front court and taken by the Lady Longhorns. Number 11, Surrey Spratt has the ball and had that rebound past the far corner. Driving, Helling baseline jumper ties the game. McAlester had to take advantage of that 5-minute drought that Inola went on, and they just could not, and now they're tied up 3-3. Right wing corner to Cole. Cole, high post. Williams back outside, wide open. You got to take that three. Ivy instead takes it to the right wing over to Cochran. I don't think you're going to have a lot of success trying to find that shot down in the post today. I think you're going to have to take an outside shot. Cochran will take that right wing three, back irons it, high bounce, offensive board Williams. Second chance for the Lady Buffs. Zoomer back out beyond the perimeter into the front court. 2:28 left in the first. Right wing, Cochran, high pass, but corralled by Williams back outside. Right wing three is down the hatch, and Cambry Zoomer has all 6 points for the Lady Buffaloes on 2 made threes.
She's 2 of 4 from 3 right now.
Far corner, they want to answer back with the three-point attempt. It hits off the glass, and Cole's got the easy rebound. Head to Zoomer, and we have a timeout called by Coach Bashirs with 2:07 left in the first. McAlester leading 6-3 in this defensive battle here on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
So it's the McAlester Lady Buffaloes leading 6-3 over the Inola Lady Longhorns. Get this, McAlester at one point in time was shooting 14% from three. They've increased that to 20%. Still not great, but again, it's a lot better than what they've been doing, especially when you're able to up your season percentage by 6 points in the span of about 5 games. Here's a steal as McAlester had the ball after a timeout, immediately gave it away. Zoomer tries to save it, cannot do so, as it was swiped around the other baseline, but she prevents what would have been a transition bucket. So ball back to the Lady Longhorns. Surrey Spratt will baseline inbound it right at the glass.
I know 0 of 6 from three-point range right now, 1 of 12 from the field.
Inbounding near corner. Groff gets it to the high post. High arcing two will be missed, and Cole will clear it. Cole to Ivy. Ivy racing down the floor with 1:43 left in the first quarter and a 3-point McAlester lead. Right wing Zoomer. Overhead pass finding Ivy. Ivy well guarded against this 2-3 zone. Right wing back to Zoomer. Zoomer thought about the high post pass to Williams, has to get it out to Ivy, and he'll swing it left wing. Not like a ton of hurry right now. This is how McAlester has been played defensively for the last 3 games. Left wing, Ivy wants the quick three, left it short. Williams fighting for the low post board. Instead, it'll be taken by Spratt. Spratt off the bench already contributing on the boards. Right wing three in transition is short. Long rebound attempt won't be saved by Brinley Pratt, and it'll be Lady Buff basketball. I feel like defense, this is your game so far.
Oh, 100%. Teams are combining to shoot 3 of 23 from the field.
Whew. Right wing into the corner. Cole bounce passes high post to Cochran. Cochran double teamed. And we'll have our first foul on Inola in the first quarter. Only the third combined foul between the two teams.
Foul's going to be on number 3.
That's Brinley Pratt. For what it's worth, again, I like to call it as I see it. That might have been a touch foul. Inbound near corner. Zoomer wide open for three. You can't get that one. Offensive board. Cole puts it back in. 8-3. McAlester leading by 5. 42 seconds remaining in the first. McAlester wants to press. Let's see if Inola can beat it. In the backcourt, Weaver lost the ball. Zoomer's got the steal ahead to a wide open Katie Ivy, who cashes in. Lady Buffaloes lead 10-3. 30 seconds left in the first. Can they get another turnover on the press? Bounce across the timeline. Right wing Weaver lobs inside. Low post two, well guarded. Williams can't corral it. Last touched by the Lady Longhorns.
Inola just 1 of 15 from the field.
Goodness gracious. Black Death defense, right?
Yes, sir.
Ivy will weave into the right front court. Let's see if they want the last shot here. 11 seconds left in the first. Down to 9. Ivy, high post to Cochran. Cochran triple team. Lost the ball back to Williams outside. Left wing three. Zoomer, too short. Cochran fighting for the ball. Looks like it was touched off of her foot with 1.3 left. 10-3 McAlester up by 7. So they'll roll it in. They might get a chance at a half-court shot here. Grabbed by Groff. Groff won't get this one off in time, and that's the end of the first quarter. After really no scoring in the first half of the first quarter, McAlester went on a bit of a run there. A 7-0 run to end the first quarter to a 10-3 McAlester lead. You're listening to Lady Buff Basketball on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with a Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
McAlester Lady Buffaloes on a 7-0 run going back to the first quarter. Let's see if they can build on it. Looks like they found something offensively, trying to continue with it. Far corner, Cole on the drive. Cole finds a wide open left wing three from Zoomer, who rattles it home. Painted gold, Cambry Zoomer, her third made three of the game, as now she has 9 in her last 3. Pass near sideline, tipped loose. Williams fighting for it. Williams grabs it in the corner. McAlester gets the steal on the press. Zoomer taking it down, up by 10. Tries to thin the needle and get it over to Mila Cole. Can't do so. Taken right back by the Lady Longhorns.
That's the third steal for Inola.
Racing ahead. A little finger roll layup won't go. Too strong. Zoomer's got the rebound, and she might try to push it 1-on-2, weaving through the defense. Contested too high off the glass to the bottom of the bucket. Cambry Zoomer, have yourself a game so far, and we still got 7-11 left in the first half.
And she's got 11 already.
11 out of McAlster's 15. Currently a 12-0 run for the Lady Buffaloes as Ivy swats it out of thin air. Ivy takes it to the front court and waits on her offense. Great execution by the Lady Buffaloes defense thus far. Far corner Cochran. Cochran to the top of the key to Zoomer. Passes right wing to Ivy. Ivy begins her dribble. Looks like the Lady Longhorns have switched up to more of a man-to-man. It's still a 2-3 zone. They're just trying to apply a little bit more pressure on the ball handler, whoever that might be. Ivy into the corner to Williams. Williams looks, nothing's there. Slowing things down. 6:33, got to get rid of the ball, though, and they do so to the right elbow to Cole. Cole triple-teamed on the drive, and we will have a tie ball that will go to the Lady Longhorns. I think that's the right call.
I do agree there. Checking in for Inola will be number 24 and number 3.
You know, we hate, broadcasting in quiet gyms because everyone feels like they're talking to you or listening to you.
Yeah.
But I wonder how it is to coach and have to yell at your players in a quiet gym.
Because everyone can hear you.
I can only imagine. Weaver near corner. Throws it nearly away. It is thrown away. Cochran with the steal. McAlster's defense continues to shine. Ivy down the floor.
Zoomer got a hand on that pass.
Cochran back to Ivy. Ivy swinging it to Zoomer, left front court. About 6 minutes left in the first half. McAlester in the middle of a 12-0 run. Pass high post through the arms of Mila Cole and intercepted by Tessa Groff. Groff far corner, driving back outside. A long three is in and out. Offensive rebound. Put back, no good either. Ball's getting hit around, and Zoomer can't save a rebound along the baseline. But, boy, you're not kidding. These three-point attempts, they're not just right by the line. They are a good 5 feet beyond the three-point line.
That one was nearly from the logo.
Pratt inbounds a short corner, taking it out, now taking it right back in is Helling. Helling with the pass inside to the low post. Guarded up against Cole, throws it to the bottom of the paint, and they'll lead to a tie ball, and a steal here is hitting the deck.
It's Katie Ivy.
Boy, she's played great today, too. How many steals is that for her?
That's her second.
Averaging 1.1 per game on the year.
Chloe Boatwright checking in for Taylor Williams.
Coach Bashir's got to be loving her team's, again, defensive execution today. Boatwright, left wing to the top of the key to Cochran. With 5:27 left in the half, Cochran lost control of the ball, and it's stolen by Pratt. Pratt in transition.
That's 6 steals for Inola right now.
Stops left wing, waits for the offense. Groff throws it baseline to a cutting lady, and she's grabbed up high by
Cochran.
And that'll lead to 2 free throws for, should be Brooklyn Parsons here. take that back. That's number 24, Izzy Helling. Again, when they get to the other side of the floor, then I got to try to look through. Again, we're in the corner today. For those on radio, we're not like straight on the mid-court line. As the first free throw is no good. We're in the corner of the court over here. So a couple of substitutions for the Lady Longhorns. Izzy Helling trying to split the trip at the line and end a 12-0 McAlester run. Second free throw is no good either. Back ironed it and taken by Cambry Zoomer out by the three-point line.
I know a 1 of 4 from the free throw line now.
You know, Travis Wheeler right now, their head coach, has got to be just scratching his head, wondering what they can do.
I mean, because they're getting open looks. They're just not hitting.
Left wing, Zoomer swinging it quickly over to Boatwright, right wing. Boatwright back to Zoomer. Zoomer thought about a quick pass, gives it back to Boatwright, who was trying to cut back outside to Cochran. Far corner, cross-court pass, finding Ivy. Unintentional screen there by Cambry Zoomer that led to that completed pass. Overhead pass back to Cochran. Back to Ivy. Killing some time, 4:37 left in the first half.
And I like what I'm seeing from the McAlester offense. They're not afraid to pass the ball around and make sure they find an open shot.
And Zoomer that drives and ends up drawing a foul on a shot attempt on a hook shot. And we'll have our first free throws for the Lady Buffaloes. Brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. Fouls on Izzy Helling, her first. Team first as Zoomer hits the first. 16-3 the score, and 81% free throw shooter in Cambry Zoomer.
And that was only the second team foul on Inola today.
Second free throw good as well, and it's 13 points in the first half for the junior Cambry Zoomer. McAlester wanting to press. They had a little bit of success at the end of the first quarter that led to that run that they went on, and now they're going to nearly get a steal. Cole tips it over to Zoomer. Zoomer on the drive, left-handed layup too strong. Ivy with the putback attempt, looked like she might have been hacked. No whistle, rebounded by Jalen Dark on the other side. Dark stops the right front court, passes inside the circle over to Groff. Back to Dark, right wing again. 5-out offense for the Lady Longhorns. That's really what they've been running with, and some cuts off ball. Pass inside now, two-pointer is up and missed again. Still struggling from the field. What's that now, Nate?
That's 1 of 19 from the field.
Left front court, Zoomer. 17-3 Lady Buffaloes lead. A little over halfway through the second quarter. Zoomer back to Cochran. Cochran back to Boatwright. You know, it's weird calling games in a quiet gym because I feel like I'm trying to call golf.
Yeah, and we've never called golf, so.
Boatwright with the putt, just a little bit off. Rebounded by Inola. As there's a pass far corner on a bounce, cutting off the passing lane is Cochran with another steal.
It's her second.
As Zoomer takes it ahead. Passes to Ivy, right front court. Ivy begins her dribble. Passes high post. Looking inside to a cutting Mila Cole. Can't make the shot. Gets her own rebound. She's fouled on that shot. There's a foul down the low post. They're going to call the foul on Chloe Boatwright, though. She was fouled probably twice. Looked like she was fouled on the first shot attempt, and then she grabbed the rebound. Then she took a hit towards the baseline again and didn't get either one of those foul calls.
I mean, these officials are letting them play today.
They're letting them play, but...
I mean, you got to call something.
Yeah.
Rylan Les now checking in for, I believe that was Chloe Boatwright.
No, Boatwright's still on the court here.
Oh, okay.
I think it was Cochran.
Yeah, it was.
McAlester pressing again. This time Inola beats the press with a pass and a skip, but then a steal by Rylan Lesnow as they got across the half-court line. Lesnow with a full head of steam, stopping and then restarting out to the front court. After getting into some early foul trouble, they'll pass to the short corner. That is a clear hit on the wrist. They're going to call that a block. Miley Cole can't buy a foul call right now. Pass inside is overshot, but it's all as well at the ends well. Leads to a turnover here for the Lady Longhorns.
I believe there's a saying that goes along with that, Brandon.
What does it rhyme with?
A fall won't die.
Tall don't die. Left wing, Ivy passing high post. Zoomer on the drive. Triple team does not matter. Cambry Zoomer is in a zone that no one can get her out of. A timeout called by Inola. She's up to 15 points on 50% shooting. 19-3 McAlester leads with 2:27 left in the half on KNED.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
How about the McAlester Lady Buffalo defense? And Cambry Zoomer, too. 15 points for Cambry Zoomer out of the 19 McAlester has scored. The Lady Buffaloes have held Inola to one made shot from the field. 19-3 the score.
They are 1 of 19 from the field as Inola, good for 5%. Also 1 of 4 from the free throw line and 0 of 8 from 3.
And the thing is, McAllister's been pretty careless with the basketball themselves. As here's a tip pass by Ivy, hits the deck, somehow finds its way back into the arms of a Lady Longhorn. Right front court, Pratt weaving around that front court, stopping between the circles. The swing will go all the way to the near corner. Throwing it back to the top of the key. Quick pass out to the left wing, pump and drive by Groff. Groff stop baseline, cannot get into the paint. Now she'll back on up for a far corner three. That's short. Flying in, Rylan Luss now with the board. Skips across the baseline to Ivy. Ivy wants to take it. Throwing ahead to Cole. Cole streaking ahead and traveled. I think it's gathered. Cole cannot buy a whistle today.
No, she definitely can't right now.
I think she's been fouled 3 or 4 times. I feel like that was kind of a...
that did not feel like a travel.
Didn't feel like one. Underneath the basket, still trying to get across the half-court lines, Inola, and there'll be a timeout called by Inola because they can't beat the McAlester press right now. 1:41 left in the first half. McAlester leading 19-3 on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it.
Ever notice how one thermostat can spark a full family debate? Dad cranks it down, mom turns it up, and the kids, well, they just want it perfect for video games. That's when your HVAC system says, I'm done. And that's when we step in to keep everyone comfortable and prevent the family from turning on each other. Because let's be honest, the dog shouldn't have to choose sides. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014445.
Welcome back to action. You missed a missed shot by Inola. It looked like a rebound by Rylan Luss now. They called it tie ball when no one else had a touch of the ball, with Luss now having the rebound. Don't know if I agree with that either. Left wing, swinging to the top of the key. With it, number 10, Josie Gibson. Inola's been playing a wide variety of players today, trying to get something to happen, but they are, again, down 19-3. One made shot from the field so far in the first half with 1:15 left in the half.
They're below 5% from the field.
Top of the key. Brooklyn Parsons passing right wing, well guarded by Ivy, skipping it top of the key. Dribbling right is Pratt. We have a couple of Pratts. Or excuse me, that's Spratt. There's a Spratt and a Pratt. Bounce pass far corner, 58 seconds. Driving baseline, floater from the baseline goes. And that was also a high difficulty shot there by Tessa Groff, but that ends a run here. Now driving in, Rylan Luss now right to the basket. Gets those 2 points right back. Inola worked so hard for those 2 points, and Luss now got it back like it wasn't a thing. That was a 16-0 run for McAlester. Here's a tip pass by Luss now taken by Zoomer. Takes the right wing three, can't convert. Ball's hit out of bounds, and it will be McAlester basketball as Inola couldn't handle the rebound. And now a fresh 5 coming in for Inola.
Don't see that very often.
Frustrations are abundant for Inola right now. Got to be quiet because again, we're right by their bench. As here's a block shot on an inbound by Mala Cole, back out left wing after the rebound. Zoomer can't hit the 3, back irons it, and off ball, we have a foul on McAlester. That's team foul number 3 on the Lady Buffaloes here, quarter number 2.
Foul's going to be on Mila Cole, her first. What? On number 3?
We don't have a 3.
That they have to be talking about Mila, because
there's a 20. She's 23.
Okay, Les now And someone else subbed out, and Ivy.
With 21 seconds left in the first half, 21-5, kicking out near corner. Open three from the corner is short again. Offensive board, though, by Bell. Bell stopping high post back outside to Dark. 10 seconds left. Inola trying to end it on a high note, but Zoomer says, are you kidding me? Zoomer can't handle the ball, but now gathers it back, and her shot is blocked as it was fading across the baseline. But with 4 seconds left here in the half, a chance for McAlester to really put an exclamation point on the end of the first half. Inbound, near corner, Zoomer, corner three at the buzzer, got it! Cambry Zoomer, there's your exclamation point, and McAlester up 24-5 at the end of the first half. All black and gold here at the Old Fort Classic Day 1. We will take a break, and when we return, we'll look at your halftime stats here on KNED.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
New year means new resolutions and the perfect time to trade in and trade up at Benton Nissan of McAlester. Why settle for last year's ride when you can drive something with more tech, more comfort, and more style? Turn your trade-in into an upgrade you'll love, because your resolutions deserve the best ride. Fulfill your new year with a resolution you'll keep, a new Nissan from Benton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Benton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at bentonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
How about this McAlester performance so far at the break, Nate? 24-5 is the score. The Lady Buffaloes held the Inola Lady Warriors to just 2 made shots from the field, and they didn't have their second one until the final minute of the second quarter.
Yep.
Let's look at your halftime stats. That's brought to you by First Realty, 602 South 2nd Street, McAlester. Call 918-423-3122 or visit first-realty.net.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs, whether residential or commercial. First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. And don't forget, if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. If you have questions, give us a call at 918-423-3122.
All right, Nate, take it away.
All right, Cambry Zoomer was your leading scorer in the first half. She had 18 of the 24 Lady Buff points in the first half. She went 6 of 14 from the field, 4 of 10 from three-point range. She had 4 rebounds, 1 offensive, 3 defensive, along with 3 steals. Next up, Mila Cole had 2 points with 5 rebounds, 2 offensive, 3 defensive, along with the steal. Katie Ivy had 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals. Rylan Lesnow had 2 points, 4 rebounds, 2 offensive, 2 defensive, and a steal. Parker Cochran had 2 defensive rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. Then, let's see, Taylor Williams had an offensive rebound, and that will or she also had a steal, and that will do it for your individual scoring. And we'll move on over to team stats, where we see some pretty wild stats. McAlester, 9 of 28 from the field, good for 32%. That's right around the mark you were saying in the pregame show. If you can hit that, you feel pretty good about your chances of winning. But when you were saying that, I don't think you expected Inola to shoot this badly.
That's true. Look at this.
Inola, 2 of 23 from the field, good for 9%.
I don't think I've ever seen that. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Like in any game. McAlester, 4 of 13 from three-point range, good for 31%. Inola, 0 of 10. And a lot of those threes, they weren't like right on the three-point line. They were a good 2 or 3 steps behind the line.
I don't understand that either. I mean, that's where they tried to establish their offense, and it was pretty abundantly clear in the first quarter they wanted to spread McAlester out, go 5 wide. They started to get some cuts in there as well. But what they were doing is they were just taking long threes, really low percentage shots.
Yeah.
And then McAlester all of a sudden was up by a whole bunch, and then now they're scrambling.
Yeah. Then McAlester was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Inola, 1 of 4. So they've made 3 shots in the first half, whether that's from the field or from the free throw line.
That's crazy.
McAlester out-rebounded Inola in the first half, 18 to 14. McAlester forced 12 Inola turnovers, including 10 steals. Inola forced 9 McAlester turnovers. McAlester had 2 blocks, Inola with 3.
So keys to the second half as you're already leading 24-5 at the break.
Just keep your offense going the way you have. Your defense obviously has done a phenomenal job on Inola. Just keep the game plan. Maybe try and find some more looks inside. Try and draw some fouls on Inola, because Inola's only had 2 fouls in the first half. See if you can't get them to call some fouls. See if you can get to the free throw line a little bit. But really, there's nothing to complain about for this Lady Buffalo team. And maybe cut down on turnovers a little bit. But, I mean, even on the pace they're at, that'd just be 18 turnovers in the game, which is...
It's still lower than their average.
Exactly.
Let's just hope that the lid isn't on the basket on that side of the floor like it was in the first half, as we're going to switch sides here in a moment. But again, that was Nate Brown with your halftime stats. I'm Brandon Green with your play-by-play as the McAlester Lady Buffaloes leading 24-5 at the break. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the start of the second half on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
Beginning off the third quarter here, the McAlester Lady Buffaloes leading 24-5 over the Inola Lady Longhorns, looking to keep up what they were doing in the first half. And as we get started, here's a quick pass to Les now, who gives it to Zoomer. Zoomer, quick 2, will go short, but she's pushed on the shot attempt, and 2 quick free throws here for Cambry Zoomer. McAlester only taking their 3rd and 4th free throws of the game. Inola has only had 4 free throw attempts themselves. This trip to the line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. And good news here, we have a made shot from that basket so far.
Yeah, I can live with that.
And it seems like there's just been a lid on that basket today. First free throw made, second one as well for Zoomer, and she continues what has been a stellar day. She's up to 20 points. Her career high, if anyone's wondering, is 32.
She could very well break that today.
Had that against Ada last year in part of a 7-made 3 day. Left wing, driving, that's a travel. There it is, called. Taking an extra step was Megan Bell.
Just the third unforced turnover by the Inola Lady Longhorns.
Take that back. That was number 20, Ren Weaver. Something Inola really did not do in the first half. They want to press and inbound. Goes back on a ricochet to the inbounder, Katie Ivey, who's still in the backcourt and double team. Overhead pass finding Lesnow. Lesnow darts across the half-court line, triple team. Now on the drive, past the Lady, hard off the glass, but still finds the bottom of the bucket. And the Lady Buffaloes have gone on a 25-2 run since we were tied up 3-3. I was waiting for it. Is that good? Floater from inside the paint will be short. Ball is touched by Cole, who can't get the rebound. And it will go out of bounds. Inbound coming up from Brinley Pratt.
Sorry, the fatigue is not exclusive to the team.
Inbound, low post, two-pointer up as she backed up Cole, and Cole was charged with the foul. Free throw is coming up for Izzy Helling.
I believe that'll be the 5th and 6th free throw attempts for Inola coming up.
First team foul on McAlester. That's the second personal foul on Cole, but they put the foul number 3 earlier, which there is no number 3 for McAlester. So that should be Cole's second personal.
I do have it as her second.
Helling makes the free throw. Second one in the air, and that one made as well. Score should be 28-7, still showing they're putting points on McAlster's side.
I mean, we'll take them.
McAlester easily beats the press. Zoomer looking down court. Now will drive, takes a bump, more whistles, and more free throws coming up for Cambry Zoomer. Are you expecting someone to come over here and tell you to change the score?
I'm prepared for it.
Score should be 28-7 right now. Fun story here. They made the first free throw, if I'm not mistaken.
They did.
And now they're running the clock. First free throw by Zoomer is made. This trip to the line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. We are all jacked up right now on the scoreboard.
It is 29-7 is the score, 29-7.
And now 30-7. Still waiting on our points. The clock ran that entire time. 30 seconds went off the clock.
Okay, they've got McAllister's score right.
They still don't have Inola's unless we just missed something. Looking down as Les now swats the ball out of bounds.
I don't believe there was a lane violation on that.
Clock finally stops at 6:22 left in the third. Cochran comes in for Les now. 30-7 should be the correct score. Here's an inbound to Bell. Bell working around the front court. Gives it off to number 3, Pratt. Pratt outside near corner, swinging it back to Pratt, left wing. Pratt on the drive, stopping inside the paint. Back outside, right wing. Helling trying to drive. Denied access from Cole. Back out right wing, 3 in the air. That one is short. Can't get the shooter's bounce. Down inside, offensive board. Second chance here for Inola. Near corner, Groff. Groff to the top of the key to Bell. Bell looking right, will give it off over to Pratt. Pratt, she's looking around, guarded by Zoomer. To the left wing, to Parsons. Parsons feeding it a little bit stronger over to Bell. Reversing direction around the arc over to the far corner. Thought about the 3. Zoomer is all over the ball handler and looked like she nearly had the steal. Probably should have had the steal, but they called the foul on Cambry Zoomer on what looked like a clean swipe.
It's just her first as the team's second here in the third quarter.
I will say there's not much that McAlester can really complain about up right now, 30-7. Inbound right front court. If they don't change it, I guess we're just going to have to take away a free throw.
Yeah.
Left wing, thought about the long 3 was Groff. Groff drives, now kicks out back top of the key with a hook pass. Guarded well by Zoomer. Zoomer all over her. Pass to the left wing on a short hop to Bell. Bell to the edge of the circle, swinging it to the right wing to Pratt. Pratt looking around again. Zoomer is all over each ball handler on that left side of the floor. And sometimes, even if they merge over to the right, she's still on him. Now Cochran out inside with a pass low post, double teamed. Can't handle the ball. Throws it straight to Cochran, who I believe has her 3rd steal of the day.
I believe you're right.
Zoomer.
1 second.
Dribbles to the F and the FTG, standing for Fort Gibson, left wing. Cole looking inside, nothing's there. Cole feeding to Ivy, swinging it right wing to Zoomer. Zoomer on the drive. Zoomer's 2. She takes a hit, and she'll take 2 more free throws here for Cambry Zoomer, who's already up to 22 points today.
And that is the 3rd team foul here in the third quarter for Inola. That's already more than they had in the first half.
I don't think I've ever heard a quieter gym, dude.
Foul was on number 23, Megan Bell. That's her first.
Zoomer hits the first free throw. It's a 31-7 game, but they still haven't given Inola their point.
I think I'm just going to have to go back and take away one of those free throws.
Zoomer looking for 24, which she's getting close to a season high if she hasn't already reached that. Second free throw looks off and is off. A rebound by Inola. They'll take it down the far sideline in a 31-7 game. McAlester well in control with 4:51 left in the third. Right wing looking inside, nothing's there. Helling, top of the key, swinging it left side to Groff. Groff back to the top of the key, coming up for a moment with Surrey Pratt. Pratt looks right, passes left though to Groff. Guarded by Cochran. McAlester in a 3-2 zone of their own. And now Inola is having really good ball movement, but they can't find any open shot. McAlester is having great ball movement defense. Top of the key. Rotations are working well. Right wing looking inside. Finding a lady somehow. Feeds it to the left block. Contested 2 hook shot. Might have been blocked by Ivy. Offensive board. That shot won't go. Zoomer's got the rebound and racing down far sideline. Zoomer weaving through traffic to the low post. Runs into a Lady Longhorn and a charge called on Zoomer. And Les now coming right back in, and Cambry will get her first break of the day. Well deserved.
Very well deserved. Checks out with 23 points.
About halfway through the third quarter. Lady Buffaloes on top 31. We're going to officially call it 6 until they change the score then. Top of the key. Parsons passing left wing to Groff. McAllister's defense has applied pressure to every Inola Longhorn today. Again, only 2 made shots from the field still to this point. Have not seen anything like it. Right wing Helling. Helling looking for a cutting open lady down in the paint. Back top of the key. Long 3 in the air by Bell. They finally hit from downtown.
They're now 1 of 12 from 3.
31-9. Inola wants to press. Ivy passing across to Cochran. Right wing into the corner to Boatwright. Boatwright ball overhead, about 3 feet of separation between her and her defender. A rainbow pass to the right wing to Lesnow, and she'll set up the offense. Pass left to Cochran. Cochran, a little bit more pressure applied on her. She'll pass it back right wing with about 3 minutes left in the third. Lesnow dribbles in the perimeter and steps right back out. Again, unlike Inola, who's doing a lot of quick ball movement, McAlester a little bit more slow and methodical. Boatwright, left wing, well guarded. Got to get rid of the ball, and there'll be a travel. That's not a travel. I don't know what we're doing here with a lot of the. And I'm usually very nice, I like to say to officials the best I can. Boatwright never moved the pivot foot.
No.
Never moved the pivot foot. I mean, that plant foot that she was on, she was just moving off that left foot. I don't think she ever traveled. Right wing, 252. I think she was closer to a 5-second call than she was to a travel, ever to a travel. Near corner, Pratt feeding top of the key. They've been finding some open looks, but McAlester again has been able to close in on this 3-2 zone. Good rotational defense back out to the circle. Inola with the basketball on the left side of the half-court line. Pratt standing on that Fort Gibson logo here in the 52nd annual Old Fort Classic. Far corner looking in, nothing's there. Back top of the key, thought about the 3, now dribbling in on Ivy to the high post. Well guarded, back outside to Dark. Dark has to hand it off. Inside dribble, 2-pointer up, 2-pointer strong. Lesnow, nice, clear of the boards. She'll take it near sideline. High dribble, gathers it back, and she's walking the tightrope in front of the scorer's table. McAlester basketball, 2:08 left here in quarter number 3. Lesnow on the drive, double teamed, inside the paint, off balance, 2, won't roll in. Offensive rebound. Is that Chloe Boatwright?
No, that was Taylor Williams.
She's fouled as someone jumped on her back.
That's the 4th team foul on Inola.
One more will lead McAlester to the free throw line. 1:59 left in the third in a 31-9 game.
Fouls on Izzy Helling, her second.
Inbound lob out left wing. That's Kennedy Earhart into the game. She had the 3 if she wanted it. Now on the drive, the floater no good for Lesnow, and a rebound by the Lady Longhorns. So now on the floor we have Cochran, Ivy, Earhart, Williams, and Lesnow. Driving, pulling up in the paint. 2 is up and made by Jalen Dark. And it's a 31-11 game. McAlester up by 20. Still well in control. But you don't want to give them any life. Again, McAlester led by nearly 20. Going into the fourth quarter, the McAlester boys yesterday against Tahlequah. Tahlequah brought back that to a 7-point game at one point. Buffalo boys ended up winning it by 9. 1:16 left in the third. Earhart, top of the key to Ivy, swinging at left wing. Now inside the paint, mid-range jumper. She's pushed. Should have been an and one, but Lesnow still getting nothing but net. 33-11. As now McAlester has tripled the score of Inola. Under a minute left to go in the third quarter. Dribbling, handing off to Pratt. Pratt into the corner on a bounce to Spratt. Spratt on the drive. Floater. Blocked shot by... No, come on. Looked like a clean block by Lesnow, and I know Lesnow gets into foul trouble at times, but that is a clean block.
That's her third. I'm just going to say I completely disagree with that call.
And we have a pretty good view. Usually we say the officials have a better vantage point.
Not that time.
Not this time. First free throw is good by Spratt. And I know that McAlester doesn't have a lot to complain about because they're leading right now by 21 points. But at the same time, it's like when you see a player play well and they should get a block, you want to give them the block. Spratt's second free throw. Looks short. It's airballed. 49 seconds. For whatever reason, the clock ran for a little bit there. 48.5 seconds left in the third. Lady Buffaloes leading by 21, 33-12.
Inola 3 of 8 from the free throw line.
Zoomer down the floor, who's back into the game. And so is Burrow that got the start in this one. To Earhart, inside the circle, bounces back to Burrow. Burrow looking left to Boatright instead. Doesn't start her dribble, has to get rid of it, does so to Zoomer. 30 seconds left in the third. Zoomer splits the defenders. Quadruple teamed, lost control of the ball. Taken by Inola with the chance to score some more points here in the final seconds of the third. 18 left in the third. Far corner, handing it off. With the ball, Josie Gibson into the corner, three-pointer up. Gibson left it short, rebounded by Zoomer. 9 seconds left here in the third quarter. Zoomer taking it down. Zoomer hit a buzzer beater to end the second quarter. Can she do it in the third? Floater from mid-range, won't go. Offensive board, but the putback, that shot will not count as the buzzer sounded, and we put our fours up in the air as the Lady Buffaloes lead 33-12 over Inola going into the fourth quarter of this first day of the 52nd annual Old Fort Classic on KNED.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top-tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
You're joining us in the middle of plays. We just began the fourth quarter. McAlester leading 33-14 after a made shot by Megan Bell has cut the deficit for Inola down to 19. Double-teamed in the corner, getting it over to Lesnow with Zoomer. Lesnow now a mid-range contested jumper. Off balance, 2 goes. 35-14, Lady Buffaloes on top.
Lesnow's up to 8 points today.
Driving, trying to kick it. Now nearly with the steal with Zoomer. It does find its intended target of Weaver. Weaver being tripped on her way to the basket, and it's an airballed shot. Nearly a travel, rebounded by Lesnow. Ivy down the middle of the floor, pushing the offense. Passing angle right to Zoomer. Zoomer against this 2-3 zone that McAlster's had success against today. They'll pass it right elbow, and it'll lead to a tie-up. And that will keep it with McAlester as they own the possession arrow. Ivy will inbound it, left the glass. 7 minutes away from playing in the semifinals tomorrow. Here's a quick inbound. Left block 2 will go for Rylan Lesnow. She is finding her groove.
She's in double digits now. She's got 10.
If McAlester holds on to win this one, which they are leading 37-14 with 6:50 left in the game, then they will play at 7 o'clock tomorrow against the winner of Fort Gibson and Tulsa Hale. It could be a rematch of the first round of the Primus Moore Invitational tomorrow. Honestly, it should be. A floater from in the paint won't go for Inola. Rebounded by Zoomer. Zoomer takes it down the middle of the floor with 6:35 left.
Zoomer's got 7 total rebounds today.
Lady Buffaloes have been in complete control of this game. At one point, it was a 3-3 game, and then the Lady Buffaloes went on a major 24-2 run. Stopping, popping, shot missed by Ivy, getting her own rebound. Ivy back outside on an island. Zoomer for 3, you betcha. Paint it gold, Cambry Zoomer. Have yourself a day. She is 6 points away from tying her career high. 26 points for the junior.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to continue on. Go ahead.
5 of 11 from three-point range for Zoomer.
Groff tries to answer, leaves her three short, right through the hands of Lesnow. Who was it touched by, though? Lesnow couldn't handle it. I think it's going to be with Inola. No, Ivy's going to inbound it, but Lesnow went right through her hands, and she kind of looked at her own hands like Hannibal Buress.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever seen the Eric Andre show?
I've seen clips of it.
She's like, I cannot believe, what did my hands do? Why couldn't I not grasp that ball? 5:50 left in the game, 40-14. It's been all McAlester today. They've led nearly wire to wire. It was tied up 3-3 at one point, but they've never trailed. Far corner three won't go by Boatwright, and Zoomer can't get the rebound along the baseline. Ball back to Inola here with 5:39 left in the game. 40-14, no fouls by either team in the fourth quarter. Buffaloes play next, the boys team, as Ivy has a near steal. Right wing three in the air by Pratt is no good. Flying in, Williams with the attempted rebound. It'll be a tie ball, and keeping it with Inola as they own the possession arrow.
Darnley Needham checking in for Zoomer.
That could be it for Zoomer today.
I was going to say, I would imagine that might be it for her, unless Inola can make a push.
Good points have been hard to come by, to say the least, for the Lady Longhorns. Right elbow runner will not go. Williams will get the rebound and look for an open lady. Finds Ivy. Getting the McAlester boys, they end up playing Victory Christian. They are the number 16 team in 3A as Burrow travels in that near corner area.
Brandon, I don't think I've seen so many travels called in a game.
Again, they have a better view of that one, though, than we do, but...
Oh, I'm just saying there's been a lot of travels today.
Driving floater high off the glass to the bottom of the bucket, and Inola scores to cut the deficit to 24 points, as it should be 40-16. Mila Cole getting ready to come in, far corner. Boatwright feeds the high post, now inside to Williams. Williams finds a lane and scores, getting those 2 points right back. Not a lot, like I said, all game long to complain about if you're the black and gold. Well, both teams are the black and gold. But McAlester has really been successful today. Pump and drive here for Spratt. Spratt kind of fumbling the ball. She lost her footing, and she can never regather it, neither the footing nor the ball. She goes out of bounds in the corner. 3 new players in for the Lady Buffaloes. We have Cole, Earhart, and Autry checking in for the Lady Buffs.
And Burrow, Ivy, and Williams sitting down.
4:26 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Passing right wing, Autry into the corner to Earhart. Earhart bounce passes it right wing to Needham. Needham dribbles it into that corner, lobs inside. Good pass for Cole. Cole couldn't handle it at first, and now it's rolled into the paint where we have just a pile up of bodies right now.
It's going to be a jump ball staying with McAlester.
Knock on wood, but it looks like we're getting back on track here. We started this game 10 minutes late because of an overtime game that happened in the one before ours between Kiefer and Stillwell. By the way, Stillwell won that game in overtime despite a late push by Kiefer to force overtime. Needham has the ball dribble off of her thigh out of bounds. Ball go back to Inola.
Another near full line change for Inola.
But Fort Gibson, for their half times, instead of 10 minutes, they do 8 minutes. So it helped us get back on track a bit. As long as this game ends before 2:20, you should be right back on time, which we have at 2:08 right now. The right elbow 2 is missed. Cole flying for the board. Instead, it's grabbed by, it looked like Autry.
Yes.
Comes up with the board. All McAlester here, 42-16. This is going to be a nice win for McAlester against a 6-8 team after they lost last night, Inola. On a steal, the drive, bounce pass low post, handling it before it goes out of bounds. Now a long 2 is made, nothing but net by 25, Nevaeh Bergholter. It's now 42-18. But McAlester will improve to 5-11 on the year, 3-4 in tournament play. Nice crossover by Needham. She's well guarded. Jumping to block the vision was Brinley Pratt. She finds Autry. Autry throws to Earhart to save it from going into the backcourt. And we do now have a backcourt violation as half her foot going across the line was Kennedy Earhart. And Burrow coming right back in with 3:06 left in the game.
Coming in for Autry.
I think McAlester has played better games this year, but in terms of just total domination, I don't think they've played a better game.
100%.
Needham trying to dribble down the middle of the floor. She stops right on the logo of Fort Gibson and passes across. And what I mean to say by that is McAlester has played against better competition and has played better when you consider the competition. Not saying that Inola is like a really bad team or anything. They've won 6 games, 6-8 in Class 4A. As there's a missed 3 and a rebound by Burrow, but this will stay here as they own the possession arrow. But Bishop Kelly, they give up 37 points to this team.
Right. And I think they're like a top 10 team.
Yeah, a lot of people consider the Bishop Kelly Lady Comets a top 10, 11, 12 team, which you want to have my soapbox a little bit here.
Go for it.
I'm going to go on one since we have a 42-18 game. I'm so glad that we're into district play now. Here's a pop and shot 2 that goes for Jalen Dark, and it's 42-20 because the reason why they have Bishop Kelly ranked so high, some people have them ranked this high as they do, is because they play a lot of Tulsa Metro teams.
Right.
And a lot of Tulsa Metro teams, it's easy to go watch those Tulsa teams play because they're all in kind of one area. So they judge all those teams based off of those teams that they play and how often they play each other. Here's a good look, finding Mila Cole in the low post, who scores, and it's 44-20. McAlester on top with 2:08 left. But back in the day, no one really got to see McAlester play when you didn't have district play. You weren't playing a lot of Tulsa teams. We were playing teams like Hugo and Broken Bow. They can only go based on what they saw on OSSAArankings.com looking at the final scores. Here's a made shot by Inola. And so McAlester always got the short end of the stick when it came to rankings and seeing where they should go, and they had to rely on these tournament games. As there'll be a timeout here, but we'll keep it here, I guess, because I just want to finish my thought here. But now instead of having to do that, you get to play district play. You don't have to, handle any bias that there might be from polls, and you get to just go play the game.
Right.
I'm so glad we're in district play. Bounce pass, top of the key. Float, nope. Block shot on the way up on the floater by Darlene Needham. Rebounded by Inola back down near sideline. Ball gets hit out by Needham with 1:36 left.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. District play is definitely the way to go, and I thought that was a backcourt.
Again, it's not going to matter much here. McAlester doubled up the score by Inola right now, 44-22. Left wing 3 is airballed, as it will be saved by the Lady Longhorns for now, as it now goes ricocheting over by the half-court line. Diving for it is Burrow. Now Needham fighting for it. We're going to have a tie ball, and Needham officially will come up with, what is that, a rebound?
Yes, that is a rebound.
That's a rebound on the other side of the half-court line.
That's been a while since I've seen something like that.
That reminded me of that football play that was like first and goal or second and goal, and the bad snap brought it all the way back down to the other 20.
It's like 3rd and 93.
111. No, it was even better. It was 3rd and goal from the minus 22.
Yeah. It was hilarious.
60 seconds left in the game. Again, McAlester will play now tomorrow, barring any changes made due to possible weather. They'll play tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Really, the weather's not supposed to kick in until Friday. And speaking of kick, this one's kicked out of bounds. Turnover, McAlester. They'll play the winner of Fort Gibson and Tulsa Hale, who that should be Fort Gibson playing McAlester tomorrow at 7.
Would definitely imagine that. That'd be a pretty big upset if Nathan Hale moves into the winner's bracket.
They've given up a whole lot of points this year. Here's a long 2 that will be missed. Rebounded by Boatwright with 32 seconds left. But yeah, that weather that we're talking about, not supposed to be moving in until midday on Friday, so we should have a full day of basketball tomorrow. Here's a good look for Chloe Boatwright, right block, and she scores. Makes it 46-22.
She got her first 2 points of the day.
46-22, final 12 seconds of this one. Floater from in the paint, they answer right back. With a made shot from Jalen Dark, who's had a pretty good game for the Lady Longhorns. 3 seconds left. Looks like we'll dribble this one out, and that will be the end of our game. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes with an impressive performance today, beating the Inola Lady Longhorns 46-24 here in day 1 of the 52nd annual Old Fort Classic. Let's look at your post-game stats, brought to you by McAlester Auto Collision. They are who you want after the event. They'll make your vehicle look great again. Call 918-715-3173. Nate?
All right, Cambry Zoomer was your leading scorer today. She had 26 points on 7 of 16 shooting. 5 of 11 from three-point range, good for 45% from 3. She had 7 rebounds, 6 defensive, 1 offensive. She also had 3 steals. Ryan Lesnow also got into double digits today. She had 10 points on 5 of 9 shooting, 6 rebounds, 2 offensive, 4 defensive. a steal, and a block. After that, Milo Cole had 4 points today, along with 5 rebounds and a steal. Katie Ivey had 2 points, along with 3 rebounds, 2 offensive, 1 defensive, 2 steals, and a block. After that, Chloe Boatwright had 2 points, defensive rebound, and that is it for her scoring. After that, Taylor Williams, 2 points, 4 rebounds, 3 offensive, along with a steal. Parker Cochran had 2 defensive rebounds and 3 steals. And let's see, did anyone else record stats?
I think that's it for scoring.
Yeah, that's it for scoring, and we'll just move on to team stats. McAlester, 40% from the field. Inola, 21%. McAlester, 5 of 15 from 3, good for 33%. Inola, 1 of 17. McAlester, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Inola, 3 of 8. McAlester dominated the rebounding today, 30-21. McAlester forced 16 Inola turnovers. Inola actually forced 18 McAlester turnovers.
Here you go. There's your final score once again. Today it was McAlester 46 and Inola 24. Ladies and gentlemen, Lady Buffalo fans far and wide, grab that brush and paint that win column black and gold. They'll be playing tomorrow at 7 o'clock, likely against the Fort Gibson Lady Tigers in what should be a rematch of the first round of the Primus Moore Invitational that was back in McAlester. We'll take a short break, and then we'll preview the boys as they get ready to play Victory Christian, and we're going to try to make it for the first time this year 2 wins by both of our McAlester basketball teams on the same day. Has not happened this year, despite our teams winning a combined 15 games. You're listening to McAlester Basketball on KNED.
Ever notice how one thermostat can spark a full family debate? Dad cranks it down, Mom turns it up, and the kids, well, they just want it perfect for video games. That's when your HVAC system says, "I'm done." And that's when we step in to keep everyone comfortable and prevent the family from turning on each other. Because let's be honest, the dog shouldn't have to choose sides. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014445.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
New year means new resolutions and the perfect time to trade in and trade up at Benton Nissan of McAlester. Why settle for last year's ride when you can drive something with more tech, more comfort, and more style? Turn your trade-in into an upgrade you'll love, because your resolutions deserve the best ride. Fulfill your new year with a resolution you'll keep, a new Nissan from Benton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Benton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at bentonnissan.com.
Welcome back to the Old Fort Classic, the 52nd annual edition of this tournament. We changed up the scoreboard, which is pretty cool, but it's going to throw me off for a little while.
Yeah.
Again, if you don't know, you're probably watching it on the video stream, then you can see it. But their main scoreboard that is up above midcourt, it's a video board as well. And they changed up the style a little bit. And like I said, it's going to throw me off for a moment. But we have the McAlester Buffaloes. They are going to try to make it 2-0 for McAlester basketball today. 10-5 on the season, led by first-year head coach Lou Dawkins. Let's preview them. Again, despite being 3 players down, including star player Rodney Washington, The McAlester Buffaloes defeated the number 4 team in 5A4 65-56. It was really quite impressive the way that McAlester played yesterday, winning by was up by as many as 19 points, one wire to wire. Tahlequah cut it to a 7-point game, but McAlester held on to take the win and set themselves up well for a third-place finish in 5A4 or better. They're now 3 games up on the next closest person in the 5A4 standings. McAlester only shot slightly better from the field and from 3. In fact, most stats were actually even, but McAlester did more with their 4 extra free throw attempts, and they still weren't all that great, but they did more than what Tahlequah did. They were 13 of 22, while Tahlequah went 8 of 18. Brandon Smith stepped up big, had 20 points on 36% shooting, 6 steals. Davian Pouncil had 17 points, including a very impressive 12-point third quarter. He shot 57% from the field and had 3 steals. And how about Caven Hill, matching his career high of 16 points and 58% shooting? He was a rebound shy of a double-double. Previewing the Old Fort Classic for the McAlester Buffaloes, they last played in this thing back in 2020. Finished 6th place by losing to Oklahoma Union, beating Nathan Hale in overtime, and then losing in the Consolation Championship to Hilldale 72-49. McAlester last played Victory Christian on December 18th. Get this, 2009. It has been a long time since Victory Christian and McAlester have met up.
Yeah, I mean, we were in middle school at that point.
Yeah. You feel old yet?
Always.
That is almost 17 years ago. McAlester won 57-53. Okay, no, not okay, and I'm not saying the word okay. The school OK won the tournament championship last year over Cushing, 68-50. By the way, OK is in this tournament. They're 14-1 so far on the season. But let's look at our opponents for today. The 3A number 16 Victory Christian Conquerors, an excellent name, mascot name. 7-7 on the year, led by head coach Ryan Wakely. They're averaging 53 points per game, giving up 54.6. Last year, they were 17-13, losing to Mount St. Mary 37-30 in the area tournament. They were Inola tournament champions and finished 4th place in this tournament. Again, they are 1-1 against 5A this team, so they're not unused to going up a couple of classes to take on opponents. They beat Nathan Hale 72-36 in the Inola tournament, and they lost to Lawton Mac. This is a pretty close game. 61-58 was the final score there. They placed 5th in the Inola tournament thus far this year, and they're looking to have a good start to their Old Fort Classic. Now, if McAlester is going to conquer the Conquerors, what do they need to do today? We'll start off with the keys to the game and then go with the players to watch.
Well, first up, you want to see the 3-ball fall kind of like it did last night. I can't remember exactly what McAlester was shooting.
It wasn't great. It really wasn't great. McAlester was good from the field at 47%, but from 3, they were just at 13%.
Okay, yeah, I didn't really get to review stats before today. It was a quick turnaround for everyone.
Yeah, we were at the station till, 3 a.m. last night?
Yes.
That was fun.
It was a long night. But regardless, you want to try and find your 3-point shot here today. This is a team that can kind of match you in size just based off of the visual representation we're seeing right now. But just try and get your 3-point shot going, hold on to the ball, and win the rebounding battle. Those are my 3 keys to the game. And one thing I noticed during warm-ups, we are getting one player back today. Looks like Ty Moscato will be available to play here today. I don't see Jasper Meat or Rodney Washington here at the tournament today.
Again, we know that players have been battling illnesses. I heard the flu from some different people. If Ty Moscato had the flu, if that's what he had, that's not an easy thing to come back from.
No.
So even though he is back, we're going to see what percentage he's back at because we know the flu has been knocking people down for the count at some times in January. And if you are home with an illness today and you're watching McAlester basketball, 1, thank you for your support, and 2, get better. We can't wait to see you back over at the MAC. We're supporting McAlester in person. By the way, we do have 90 seconds until we have our starting lineups announced. McAlester will be the road team on the scoreboard. We'll be back in just a moment here on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
We're just about ready to go here for Game 2 for the McAlester basketball program. The Lady Buffaloes won earlier today in dominant fashion, 46-22. Can McAlester win their second game in a row being shorthanded? We're about to find out against a ranked team in Class 3A, the Victory Christian Conquerors. McAlester will be the road team on the scoreboard wearing their road black jerseys with the gold numerals on the front and back and gold trim. As for the Conquerors, they're wearing their home white jerseys with the blue trim and the blue numerals on the front and back. Let's look at starters for McAlester. Going to start off with Brandon Smith, number 2. Also getting the start today, number 5, Davian Pouncil. Number 12, Kyle Moss. Number 11, Jacoby Boyd. And number 24, Caven Hill. There's your starting 5 for McAlester. The same starting 5 as last night against the Tahlequah Tigers. McAlester 10-5 on the year, led by first-year head coach Lou Dawkins. McAlester is in pursuit, and they're 5 wins away from matching their highest win total that I can find in record. That goes back to 2005-2006 when the Buffaloes went to the state tournament. Now looking at the starting 5 for the Victory Christian Conquerors, number 0, Titus Richardson. Number 3, Silas Smith. You also have number 4, that is Makio Miller. Number 12, Journey Boswell. And number 23, that is Dom Lora. Again, the Victory Christian Conquerors, number 16 in 3A, 7-7 on the year, led by head coach Ryan Wakely. We're about to have tip-off. That's brought to you by T&W Tire McAlester. Say hi to Gail and Doug. See their technicians for brakes, suspensions, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. They carry Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands to fit your budget. 918-426-6571. Nate, any final thoughts here before we get started?
Well, I think this is going to be a pretty good matchup today. We're getting to see Kyle Moss in his second career start. What I want to see today, I want to see Brandon Smith kind of take over in this game. We want to see that three-point shot start to fall for him because we know it's in there. We saw it his freshman year. He averaged about 20 points. Let's get back to that tonight.
In the circle, Caven Hill wins the tip for McAlester. It's basketball time here in the Heartland as Davian Pouncil takes it down, passes to Smith. He did have a slight takeover in the second half, I believe having 18 out of his 20 points in the third and fourth quarter. And he really sealed it late as well with some clutch free throws as McAlester beat Tahlequah by 9 points. On the right side of the half-court line are the Buffaloes to start off this. Kyle Moss, right wing. Bounce pass the short corner to Caven Hill, who had 12 first-half points last night. He backs up his man. It can't bank it in, though, and McAlester goes 0 for 1 from the floor on their first possession. Taking it down the other way, the Conquerors. Richardson, opposite of Jacoby Boyd. Passing right wing, swing it into the corner. Open for a moment, then Pouncil closes in. To the top of the key, passing back left wing to Smith. Smith tries to get past Moss. Moss cuts off that lane, and Brandon Smith's got the steal. One-on-one in transition the other way. Trying to handle the ball well, does so, and scores off that right block. Brandon Smith gets us started. Lickety-split. McAlester wants to press. Up 2-0. Victory Christian quickly beats that press. On the drive, two-pointer up, high floater, too strong. Offensive rebound down the low post. Backing uphill, hook shot is missed, and a ball out of bounds. Last touch by McAlester. It will stay with Victory Christian. Someone in around that 6'7" stature. Far corner double team. Pouncil is leading to a steal by Kyle Moss the other way. Kyle Moss wide open left-handed layup. And the Buffaloes, all 4 points off of transition buckets coming off of steals. One by Smith and one by Moss. Outside left wing, stepping inside the three-point line, back out with a lob to the right wing. To Boswell. Boswell into the corner. Smith on his Ball handler like a gnat, that's Titus Richardson. Around to the near corner to Boswell. Driving on Boyd from nearly behind the backboard, won't go. Pouncil clears it. Pouncil wants to push it far sideline, now waits for his offense. Gets it to the trailing TNT against the 3-2 zone. Hands off to Moss. Moss swinging it left side to Pouncil. Pouncil with the lob to the short corner to a cutting Caven Hill, who's pushed from behind by Dom Laura.
That'll be his first, team first of the first quarter.
6:07 left in the first. McAlester, all 4 points have been off of transition buckets. I say that like it's a lot of points. It's just 2 buckets. Pouncil inbounds, far corner to Smith. Smith backpedals, passes to Moss, who looks right, decides to dribble right and hands to Boyd. Boyd about 12 feet from the three-point line, right front court. Goes with the screen by Hill, passes it right to Hill. Right, dribbling up to the three-point line, takes that three, looks good, is good! Caven Hill painted gold. We know he's got that shot in him. And he shows it off every once in a while, not just a post presence. 7-0, McAlester leading to get this started off. Left wing thought about the three, now Richardson does take it after he pump fakes. Misses the three, Pouncil clears with another board. The team leader in rebounds per game at 7.2. A near steal for the for the Conquerors is number 12. Journey Boswell knocked it out of bounds and also climbed up about 5 stories there.
5 steps, not stories.
Well, stories in terms of steps for the bleachers.
Fair enough.
Far corner, lobbing, overshooting his man was Brandon Smith. Yeah, if Boswell would have went up any higher, he probably could have stolen some nachos from that top shelf. 5:22 left in the first quarter. 7-0 McAlester leading. Near corner three on the way by Smith, who answers, and it's now 7-3. I think we had some issues on our video stream here, but I think we're back and running. We lost internet over here at Fort Gibson.
Okay.
7-3. I don't know if anyone could notice it on the video stream itself. Smith trying to back up his man. High dribble, left elbow. Nearly traveled. Gets it outside to Pouncil. Pouncil on the attack. He lost the ball. Stolen. Going the other way. Driving. Floating. Low post. Richardson lost the ball. Taken back by Brandon Smith. Ahead to Pouncil. Pouncil 2-on-2 the other way. Pouncil tripped up from behind and fouled by Makio Miller. Case Patton getting ready to check in for the Buffaloes.
He's going to check in for Jacoby Boyd.
Good thing I noticed that about the internet there. 4:50 left in the first quarter. McAlester leading 7-3. Smith on the attack. Smith is fouled as he takes a shot from the right elbow. 2 free throws coming up for Brandon Smith. This trip to the line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951.
Foul was on Miller, his second.
So 3 fouls on Victory Christian here to start off the game, to none for McAlester. Smith bends the knees, first shot in the air, first shot short. The team leader in free throw percentage at 75%, who was, you guessed it, 75% from the line last night. He went 9 of 12 en route to a 20-point performance. Smith trying to salvage the trip at the line. Ball in the air, and that's too strong. Not very often you see Brandon go 0 of 2 from the free throw line, did that time, and McAlester still leading by 4, 7-3. Right wing, Smith trying to get it back defensively. Passing far corner, number 3, Smith. Smith double teamed by Smith. We have 2 Smiths, by the way. That's what's making things awkward. Left wing 3 is up and too strong. Brandon Smith does get the rebound, and he's hit up high. And McAlester, who is already, and this is a good show of sportsmanship, is coming to help him out. Number 25, that's 23, Dom Laura, who picks up his second foul. He went over to Brandon to try to say, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you up high. I tried to help him up. And that's 4 fouls now on Victory Christian. And the problem for them is all 4 fouls, 2 different players. So they're into early foul trouble with 2 of their starters.
And one of them, their big post presence in Laura.
Smith will stay on the floor. He'll receive the pass, right wing, now drives baseline, pushes off from nearly behind the backboard, does lob it back out between the circles. Patton throws to Smith, far corner. Smith trying to be a little bit more aggressive here as he backpedals it on up. Far sideline. Halfway through the first, Smith attacks, stops, handles the ball, back outside, far corner to Pouncil. Pouncil backs up to the logo, passing right wing to Moss. Moss starting his left-handed dribble to the far corner. Smith wants the long 3 off the back iron, and a good closeout by Titus Richardson to end the McAlester possession. Just like the girls' game, a pretty low-scoring game so far in the first quarter. 7-3, McAlester up by 4. High post outside, right wing 3, spots and fires. That one's short. Offensive rebound, Caven Hill can't handle it. Into the mid-range area, Richardson does score. And they've scored the last 5 after McAlester went up 7-0. It's now cut to a 2-point game, 7-5, 3:26 left in the first. Smith the patent between the circles against the zone defense. Another 3-2 that McAllister's facing after they did last night. Near corner, Hill on the attack. Hill floater, can't get it to go. Offensive board, that is, that's number 12, Moss, who gives it to Hill for the high post bucket that rattles the rim. And McAlester up 9-5. 3:02 left in quarter number 1 as McAlester ends the 5-0 run. Far corner 3 to retake it was all in Colick. He can't hit it. Moss has got the board. Moss dribbles to the top of the key, wants to drive, now kicks it out near corner to Patton. Patton on the attack, jump stops, low post, triple teamed, and there will be a tie ball, should be here. Who's got the possession arrow, though? I think McAlester does.
No, it'll be Victory Christian ball.
Oh, excuse me, they already put the bonus. I was looking at the bonus arrow there. So my apologies, it is Victory Christian basketball. Inbound near corner to Boswell. Boswell cross-court pass to the other side of Richardson. Richardson to the line, and they beat the press. Near corner to Payne. Payne swinging to the top of the key. Over to the right wing. McAlester settling in on defense. Pass back left side to Boswell. Boswell in the attack outside near corner to Smith. Back to the straightaway mark. Thrown off the face of Richardson, but regathers. Richardson on the drive. Kicks it late near corner 3 by the southpaw. Boswell's no good. Hill can't handle the rebound. Mid-range jumper is good. That's 2 consecutive made shots by Victory Christian where McAlester can't handle the rebound despite having the size advantage with Dom Laura off the floor.
Right, you got to take advantage of the size right now.
9-7, McAlester up by 2. 2:04 left in the first quarter. Lob inside to Hill. That's what they're trying to do. Hill backing up his guy to the low post with the left hand finishes. Gets it right back, Caven Hill.
Hill's got, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say building off a strong performance from yesterday.
He's got 7 already.
11-7, McAlester leading by 4. 1:45 remaining in the first quarter. Near corner to Richardson. Richardson guarded opposite of Caven Hill. He'll slowly stroll it to the near sideline. Gives it back to his old spot at Colick. Colick nearly stepped out of bounds. His heel is right by that out-of-bounds line. And now feeds it off. Left wing with the ball. Payne throws it away. And again, could have went up and got some popcorn. It was tight as Richardson's trying to save that basketball. Again, if you've never been to Fort Gibson's basketball gymnasium, they've got 2 layers. And they have some court-side seats here. So that could also be dangerous if you're trying to dive for a ball.
It does look pretty cool, though.
It's cool because it reminds me of the days over at Bob Bromley Gymnasium where we had the student section down on the floor.
That was always so much fun to be in that student section.
Trigger 3 by Brandon Smith is airballed well short. Into the game was Gianni Facio, and Case Patton picks up McAllister's first foul of the first quarter with 1:16 left in it. So it's Facio, Hill, Pouncil, Smith, and Patton on the floor. And a 4-point McAlester lead with 1:13 left in the first quarter. Dribbling right, bouncing it right to Richardson. Guarded by Smith. Shovel pass straight away to Payne. Payne left wing, back over to Payne. Left elbow, back outside. Got McAlester moving all out of sorts and making the 3 as tight as Richardson. McAllister's defense never seemed like they were in a good spot there. Patton traveled very clearly. Right wing 3 by Smith. Can't answer. And Smith's 3 just is not there to start off this game thus far. McAlester leading by a narrow 1-point lead, 11-10, 43 seconds left in the first.
Right now he is 0 of 3 from 3-point range.
Right wing stopping, bounce passing at right elbow to take their first lead of the game. Richardson underneath the basket out to the far corner. On the drive, Colick. Colick intercepted Brandon Smith near sideline and fouled. That's free throws here for Brandon as he was fouled by Journey Boswell. As McAlester is now into the bonus for the final 30 seconds of the first quarter. Brandon was 0 of 2 from the line and his only trip thus far.
Jacoby Boyd going to check in after this first free throw.
Brandon's first one is straight down the hatch.
He's going to check in for Caven Hill.
I like that move.
Don't want to risk getting him fouled in these final 30 seconds and steal a little bit of rest for him too.
And also Boyd is well more than capable of being a presence down in the paint. Smith makes both the free throws, and it's 13-10. McAlester up by a tray. Speaking of tray, number 3, Silas Smith gets the ball from across the half-court line. 25 seconds remaining in the first. Far corner, Colick passing to the right front court. Pass Pouncil, lobbing to Richardson, being guarded well by Smith. Smith all over Richardson. Now overhead pass, closer towards that half-court line. Boswell feeding. Smith with another steal. Smith with 8 seconds on the clock. Drives in and scores. Brandon Smith has been converting defense to offense. It's now 4 steals for Smith. Left wing 3 in transition the other way is no good. And McAlester, fueled by Brandon Smith and his 4 steals, lead Victory Christian 15-10 after 1. You're listening to McAlester Buffalo Basketball on KNED.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear. Never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete trainings.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
We're back to action as the McAlester Buffaloes lead 15-10. Again, Brandon Smith with 4 steals coming off a 6-steal performance last night. Ty Moscato checks in for the first time since coming back from illness. He misses the shot. Jacoby Boyd gets the offensive rebound, throws it to Smith, who gets it out to Facio. Facio inside. Good look for Jacoby Boyd, who cannot finish off that right block. McAlester plenty of chances to have a high percentage shot, and they can't come up with any points. Now on the opposite side, Boyd bumps into a Conqueror, no foul. Lobbing out front court, McAlester again leading 15-10, 7:20 left in the first half. Left wing 3 is short. Smith clears it and takes the far sideline, pushing ahead over to Boyd. Boyd takes it in stride far sideline. He's double teamed, needing some help, finding Hill high post. Hill on the attack. Hill double team, low post, got it. Caven Hill once again having himself a great day.
He's up to 9.
17-10, Buffaloes lead by 7 on a 6-0 run after the lead got trimmed down to 1. And Boyd picks the pocket, but gathering it back are the Conquerors into the corner. Silas Smith, opposite of Caven Hill, passes to the right wing, inside. Low post, back out with the bounce pass to the far corner, driving, kicking, left wing. Silas again to the top of the key to Richardson. Richardson on the drive, lost the ball, but a foul called before the steal by Facio.
Foul's going to be called on Brandon Smith. That'll be his first, team first of the second quarter.
Obviously, it goes without saying, Brandon is someone that is imperative you keep out of foul trouble.
100%.
Especially already being shorthanded, but it's good to get Ty Moscato back. Good to see him get a little bit of run here to start off the second quarter. 17-10, 6:30 left in the second. Swing around to the right wing. Boswell feeding into the circle to Smith. Smith on the drive. Silas gets the bounce. Hit off of the rim about 3 times and finally fell through. That ends that McAlester mini run, 17-12. Buffaloes lead by 5. Facio front court.
Victory Christian shooting 33% from the field.
Brandon by the half-court line. Gets a screen by Hill. Met well, and on the drive, laying inside, trying to find a well-covered Moscato, and it's intercepted going the other way. Olin Kollick here sideline in front of the McAlester bench. Hands off to Payne. Payne, right wing. Thought about the long 3 with Richardson. Instead drives. Left-handed finish, no. Boyd clears it. Boyd down the floor, wanting to push it. Ahead to Smith. Smith stopping to a trailing Caven Hill. Right around a defender. Caven Hill, man. 19-12, McAlester up by 7.
He's got 11 of the 19.
Boyd trying to pick a pocket of Journey Boswell. Throwing onto a logo sponsor here in Fort Gibson. As here's a missed shot and a rebound by Brandon Smith. Dribbling ahead, pushing to a trailing Caven. Back outside to Smith. Into the corner. Moscato on an island for 3. A little short. Facio trying to fight for the board. Can't get it as it's Titus Richardson that comes away with the board. He takes some time to take his breath. I think that he has not taken a seat so far tonight for Victory Christian. Gives it to Boswell, who dribbles in front of the McAlester bench near sideline. Lobbing to Payne straight away. Back over to Richardson, far corner, guarded opposite of Facio. Dribbles inside about mid-range. Pass back straight away. Back out to Richardson. Richardson with a hand in Fascio with a hand in Richardson's face. Still plenty of separation between him and Gianni. Works off a screen, bounce passes it straight away. Long possession here, 4:38 left in the second quarter. Dribbling in now past Brandon, stopping low post, feeding across the baseline on the bounce. Quick swing right wing. Richardson for three, no good. Long rebound out by Hill in the corner. Good defensive possession by the Buffaloes, trying to up their lead. Again, leading by a game-high 7 points right now. Smith backpedaling, still backpedaling. Screen by Hill. Well guarded up and picked up by Journey Boswell. Fascio left front court now. He begins his dribble, picks it up. Passes to Boyd, who takes his place on the front court. Back to Smith, trying to set up this offense, facing up against a 2-3 zone.
You've got a mismatch with Caven Hill right now.
They feed it over to Hill. Richardson swipes at Hill. Hill trying to get the ball back. We'll have a tie ball.
That will go to Victory Christian.
No one had control of that ball.
No.
And I think if you're going to call a tie ball or a jump ball, both teams have to have a little bit better control than the ball that's still kind of rolling around. Victory Christian will take a timeout. 3:57 left in the first half. McAlester leading 19-12 on KNED.
Ever notice how one thermostat can spark a full family debate? Dad cranks it down, mom turns it up, and the kids, well, they just want it perfect for video games. That's when your HVAC system says, I'm done. And that's when we step in to keep everyone comfortable and prevent the family from turning on each other. Because let's be honest, the dog shouldn't have to choose sides. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014448.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
19-12 of the McAlester Buffaloes over the Victory Christian Conquerors right now. On the floor for McAlester is Kyle Moss, Brandon Smith, Case Patton, Caven Hill, and Davian Pouncil. The Conquerors with the basketball, and again, a 7-point McAlester lead. They've led by 7 now twice in this game. Victory Christian was able to bring it to a 1-point game before McAlester started to pull away again. Straight away to the far corner, Richardson, coming out of the Victory Christian timeout, picks up his dribble, throws it straight away to the left side of Colick. Colick off a screen, dribbles right, picked up by Patton, bounces inside, lost it on the deck, taken back by Victory Christian down to the low post to a trailing man, right past two McAlester defenders, and scoring. From a near steal to 2 points and a mismatch there for Victory Christian, and it's now a 19-14 game.
Just got the McAlester defense out of sync a little bit there.
Smith. Time's going off the clock. He's got to get a screen, does so. Dribbles left. Now finds a lane, attacks that lane. Long shot, missed it, bounced around. Caven Hill's got the offensive board, can't put it back in. Long bounce off of Case Patton, who can't handle it by his shins. And it will be Victory Christian basketball and a 5-point lead for the black and gold. McAlester wants to press. They've been having relative success with it. Pass across. Over to Miller. Miller on the attack. Miller stopping high post to a trailing Richardson. Richardson finding a man down low. Low post 2 is missed. Gets his own rebound and put back good by Silas Smith. And it's 4 quick points for Victory Christian out of the timeout. 19-16 back to a 1-possession game. Lobbing inside. Hill. Low post. Backing up his man to the low post area. Leaves his shot short. McAlester starting to get a little cold right now. In the backcourt, long pass across the timeline to Richardson. Richardson driving, pulling up 8 foot for a 1-point game, misses the shot. Brandon Smith's got the rebound, spinning across a couple of defenders. Feeds it on a shovel pass left wing to Pouncil. Thought about the 3, but decides against it. Long pass over to the right wing to Patton. Wanting someone to give him a screen, no one does so. Now feeds to Moss inside the circle, who's all alone. 2:15 left in the half. McAlester leading by 3, looking for more. Davian Pouncil attacks the low post, draws contact. Probably should have had the and 1, but anyway, he does get the bucket, and it's 21-16. Buffalo's leading by 5 again.
And those are his first 2 of the day.
Bounce pass near sideline, grabbed by Colick. Colick to the top of the key. Miller on the drive. Miller low post 2, contested, won't go. Gets his own rebound, and he is fouled on the putback by Davian Pouncil. McAlester cannot be giving up this many offensive rebounds, at least in the last few possessions. They have the size advantage, and they have it really across all different positions, 1 through 5. They've got to be better at ending Victory Christian possessions.
That was the 5th offensive rebound for Victory Christian so far.
First free throw by Miller is good. And Makio Miller is one of the guys that got into early foul trouble. He picked up 2 in the first quarter, so we didn't see a lot of them here in the second. Despite not having him nor Laura, they're only trailing by 4 right now, looking for 3 as Miller makes the second free throw and it's back to a 3-point game. 21-18, Patton will take it down. Buffalo's looking to get those points back. Patton standing opposite of Miller. Hasn't begun his drive yet. There goes the separation, so the clock restarts. Pass off to Pouncil, who ran into Patton. Backpedals it back up into the front court. Hands off now to Smith, far sideline. 90 seconds left in the first half. A tight 21-18 game. Smith feeding to Hill. Mid-range gets past his defender. Low post 2. Fouled from behind. Free throws coming up for Caven Hill.
That'll just be the first team foul on Victory Christian here in the second quarter.
1:21 left in the quarter. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. Caven Hill at the line last night was 2 of 3. Had 16 points on the season. He's a 53% free throw shooter. His first one is in the air and no good. McAlester is leaving a lot to be desired from the free throw line thus far today.
Right now, 2 of 5.
Make that 3 of 6, 50% from the line as he makes a second shot. And McAlester goes up by 2 possessions, a 4-point lead, 22-18. Near corner, Richardson double teamed, in trouble, lob stop at the key. Gets right past Patton into the low post. Floater in the paint is missed, bounced around. Pouncil's got the board. 1:08 left to go in the half. Pushing ahead to Hill. Hill triple teamed in the paint, throws up a wild shot that still banks in for Caven Hill.
Hill's got 14 first half points.
24-18. McAlester wants to press. Victory Christian, good under pressure there. Miller out to the near corner. Big 3 on the way by Silas Smith. That will not go. Rebound, Patton. Patton taking it in stride. McAlester looking to go on a run to end the first half. Patton out to the near corner looking for Kyle Moss. He was zigging when he should have zagged. He went left across the arc. Patton was looking for him deeper in the corner. 44.4 seconds left in the first half. McAlester leading by 6, 24-18. And checking in for the first time, I love seeing basketball numbers like this. Number 55, Jordan Lopez.
You don't see that very often nowadays.
We should see more 55s.
I agree.
It's the highest number that you can go in NFHS rules. You can't go above 55.
Can't go above 55?
No, because then you start.
I guess that makes sense.
Because you can't have any 6, 7, 8, 9 numbers. So here's a quick foul in case Patton as he grabbed the hips of Titus Richardson.
That's his second personal. Looks like Jacoby Boyd will check in probably for Patton.
Third foul on McAlester of the second quarter. Inbounding far sideline. Richardson finds a man in the corner. Quick give off to the right wing to Lopez. Lopez around to the left front court to Boswell. Boswell near corner to Kollick. Kollick off a screen, picked up by 2 McAlester defenders. They get it out over to the far corner after a couple of passes. Working around the arc and trying to work around a fellow number 12, and Kyle Moss is Journey Boswell. He currently has it on the edge of the half-court line with 14 seconds left in the second quarter. He looks at his head coach, Ryan Wakely. Dribbles to the near corner, picked up by Moss. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Richardson, final shot of the quarter coming up. Inside, nice move, can't score. Pouncil with the rebound, ahead to Boyd. There will be no shot. And that'll be the end of the first half. The McAlester Buffaloes so far have led from the very first 2 points that they scored all the way down to halftime. 24-18 is the score. We'll look at some halftime stats when we return on KNED.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same-day or next-day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
New year means new resolutions and the perfect time to trade in and trade up at Benton Nissan of McAlester. Why settle for last year's ride when you can drive something with more tech, more comfort, and more style? Turn your trade-in into an upgrade you'll love, because your resolutions deserve the best ride. Fulfill your new year with a resolution you'll keep, a new Nissan from Benton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Benton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at bentonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Well, it's been a relatively close game here today. The McAlester Buffaloes had led by 7 twice, and now they lead by 6 at the break. 24-18 is our score. Let's see how we got here. I'll give you a spoiler alert. Defense by Brandon Smith and dominance in the paint by Caven Hill. First half stats, that's brought to you by First Realty. 602 South 2nd Street, McAlester. Call 918-423-3122 or visit first-realty.net.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs, whether residential or commercial. First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. And don't forget, if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. If you have questions, give us a call at 918-423-3122.
All right, Nate, take it away.
All right, Caven Hill was your leading scorer in the first half. He had 14 points on 6 of 10 shooting from the field, including a 3-point make. He had 2 rebounds. After that, Brandon Smith had 6 points, 4 rebounds, but the biggest story for him, 4 steals, all 4 were in the first quarter. After that, Davian Pouncil had 2 points along with 4 rebounds. Kyle Moss had 2 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal. Jacoby Boyd recorded a defensive rebound. Case Patton had a defensive rebound as well. And Ty Moscato had an offensive rebound in the first half. And that'll do it for individual scoring. And we'll move on to team stats. McAlester shooting much better from the field. 10 of 21, good for 48%. But Victory Christian, 7 of 26, good for 27%. McAlester just 1 of 5 from the three-point line. Victory Christian, 2 of 11. So basically the same right there. McAlester just 3 of 6 from the free throw line, something you want to see improve in the second half. Victory Christian just 2 free throw attempts made both. McAlester is out-rebounding Victory Christian, even though it may not really feel like it. 15 to about 13 total.
Gosh, how is this a 6-point game?
I'm trying to do the math, and turnovers are basically the same. McAllister's forced 6 turnovers. Victory Christian has forced 5.
How many shot attempts again for each team?
Victory Christian has 5 more shots, 26 to 21.
That might make a little bit of sense, but McAlester, again, is shooting 21% better from the field, yet only lead by 6. That is not something you see every day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to do the math in my head. I'm not sure how this is a 6-point game right now.
We stumped the stat guy right now.
Like, it makes no logical sense.
So going into the second half and looking including your stats in your second half preview, what can McAlester do to strengthen their lead? Again, yesterday against Tahlequah, it was only an 8-point lead at the break for McAlester. They ended up extending that to a 19-point game. It really came behind a great third quarter by Brandon Smith. Great third quarter by Davian Pouncil. With Davian only having, 2 points so far in this game, I feel like it's his to take over in the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. You want to see Davian Pouncil get going a little bit. It only took one shot from the field in the first half. You definitely want to see, I'd like to see him closer to double-digit field goal attempts, regardless of however he's shooting on the day. And Brandon Smith, just continue with your defense. I mean, 4 steals in the first half, that is a great day already. For an entire game, 4 steals is great.
And Caven Hill continue to be that dude. I mean, come on.
I mean, he has been that guy today against Victory Christian. He has been a matchup nightmare for him. Even though they do have someone about his size, he's won pretty much every battle with him thus far.
So, again, what it comes down to in the second half, I think if McAllister's going to have their best chance of pulling away, defense has to continue to turn into offense.
Yes.
McAllister being down still a couple of starters. Again, Jasper Mead's been starting here as of late, and of course your star player Rodney Washington, who is averaging on the season 24.1 points per game and had a 45-point performance in one of those games. If you're going to make up for that offense, you have to let your defense do that work. And here in tournament games, usually they let you play a little bit more. And they've let you play a little bit in the girls' game, and in the first half, not a lot of fouls called either. Neither team has gotten into the bonus yet. If they continue to call it like that, use your aggressiveness, use your athleticism to your advantage, keep on stealing passes, keep on scoring in transition, and McAllister should feel good about closing out in the second half.
And McAllister actually did get into the bonus at the end of the first quarter for about 30 seconds.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so they did get there, but not for very long. We've only had 10 total fouls here in this game today.
That's something, especially coming off of last night where we had a combined, 48 free throws?
Something like that, but then again, we were about at this point yesterday.
True. All right, we'll be back in about a minute. Again, McAllister looking to join their female counterparts and get to the semifinals of the Old Ford Classic. Again, we'll be back in 60, 24-18. McAllister leading here against Victory Christian on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
All right, about to begin the second half here as the Buffaloes lead by 6, 24-18. We'll see who gets the ball to begin the third quarter, but it'll be Kyle Moss, Davian Pouncil, Jacoby Boyd, Caven Hill, Brandon Smith all on the floor to start things off for McAllister. The only person in relative foul trouble, as McAllister does get the ball to begin quarter number 3, is Case Patton. He just has 2.
Yep.
So McAllister doing a really good job of staying out of foul trouble. Let's keep it that way here in the third because that's when fouls started to mount up yesterday against Tahlequah. Boyd will inbound to Moss in the backcourt. Again, we're switching sides now. It'll be McAllister on the left side of the half-court line, and Victory Christian will be on the right. Moss passing right wing to Pouncil. Pouncil coming off a 12-point third-quarter performance a day ago. Passes the left wing to Brandon Smith. Looks like it's been switched up to a man-to-man defense here. Here's a pass inside to Caven Hill, who snags it, and he is fouled on the floor on a quick foul 21 seconds into the third. Oh, and that's a big foul. It's on number 23, Dom Laura. We talked about how he's the only person that really stands comparative to Caven Hill. He picks up his third foul. 21 seconds into the third. Pouncil inbounds, finds Smith, angle left. Jab steps, backs up. Opposite of Miller, passing right wing to Boyd. Boyd, a 46% three-point shooter, throws inside to Pouncil. Pouncil double team. Pouncil scores. Again, only having 2 points in the first half. His first 2 of the second half, 26-18, and McAllister leads by a game-high 8 points. Victory Christian beats the press. Into the paint they go. Shovel pass inside. Laura cannot make the shot. Offensive rebound, though. And Boyd picks the pocket, gets a steal far sideline. Boyd will take it in stride, weaving through the defense. Runner on the way, off the back iron. And Laura can't handle the board. Brandon Smith has it low post, too hard off the glass. Fighting for it. Laura comes up with it. Loose ball taken by Victory Christian. Ahead to Miller. Miller in the clear. Miller past a Kyle Moss and scores to make it 26-20. I think at one point we had all 10 players inside the paint trying to get that last rebound. Smith picks up his dribble, passes to Boyd on the edge of that T in the Fort Gibson logo. Moss dribbling it near sideline, bounce passing short corner to Caven Hill, backing up his man Laura. Hook shot way too short, airballed. Nice defense by Laura. Going the other way, driving in, hitting, Pouncil, charge called. They're going to say an extension of the elbow there for number 3, Silas Smith.
And that'll be his second team foul in the third quarter.
6:31 left in the third quarter. Again, the Buffaloes lead by 6 over the 16th ranked team in Class 3A. Smith in the circle, passing right side to Pouncil. Pouncil attacking one-on-one, lost the ball low post, gathers it back, spin move, can't finish. Rebounded by Richardson. They're getting the shots they want. That's also a competitive shot there against really good defense in the low post by Richardson.
Yeah, that's exactly the type of shot you want Davian Pouncil to take, right there by the rim.
Usually really high percentage with it, a 50% free throw, or rather field goal shooter. Low post 2, Miller for 2, got it, nothing but net. Miller's starting to come alive here in the middle quarters. 26-22, the lead is back to 4. Thank you. Coach Bashir's coming up clutch with some pizza here. Pizza delivery. Top of the key, Smith takes that straightaway 3, airballed it. McAlester is way off on their threes. Uncharacteristically off. Like, I know that they aren't shooting even 28% from 3, but still, they're not hitting the rim. 4-point game, McAlester still leading. 5:36 left in the third. Miller has been hot, jump passes to the left wing, open 3 to cut it to 1, no good. Rebounded by Hill, he'll take it himself, passing ahead to Smith.
Victory Christian 2 of 12 from 3 right now.
McAlester, again, somehow worse, only have made 1 3, and it's been by Caven Hill. As Pouncil hits the deck, but kept his dribble on that right elbow, and Coach Dawkins needs a timeout. Needs to gather his troops right back up. 5:16 left in the third, 26-22. Buffaloes on top of Victory Christian here on KNED.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready Z-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Coach Bashir's, that's some good pizza. 26-22, I had about a bite. If anyone knows me, I don't like eating during games, so that was something new for me.
Yeah, that was very surprising when I saw you actually go into the box and take a bite.
Hey, all I had today is half a chicken biscuit, so I'm a little hungry. Kyle Moss gets the inbound. McAlester out of the McAlester timeout. Leading by 4. Moss in trouble by the half-court line. He's got to give it up. Does lob it over to Smith. Smith inside to Boyd. Ball is batted, taken back by Smith. Smith pulling up just inside the three-point line. Grazes the front iron. And McAlester still cold to begin this second half. They're napping on the other side. This is going to be a 2-point game on an easy layup. No one was back home, leading to an easy 2 by Journey Boswell. And the lead is down to 2. And Brandon Smith dribbled it loose, taken by Miller, throwing it ahead for the tie attempt. Too hard off the glass. And rebounded by Brandon. McAlester keeps the lead for now. Brandon wanted to attack. Brandon in the low post, couldn't handle the ball. It's dribbled off of a Conqueror out of bounds.
Go ahead.
Coach Dawkins took that timeout to kind of calm down McAlester. It looked like they were playing out of sorts. They're still looking like they're out of sorts out of the break.
Yeah, Case Patton going to check in for Brandon Smith right here.
He's trying to get his head clear right now. A little rough stretch there the last couple of minutes, and we have an off-ball foul. And it looks like it's going to be on Victory Christian. Victory Christian fans aren't happy with it. And now, why are we meeting together? The person who called it should... Why are we talking about this?
Okay.
And that's what one of the head crew, he says, this is your call. Victory Christian does not obviously agree with it. It's on Miller. That's on Titus Richardson. That's team foul number 3, and first personal foul on Richardson. Pouncil looking, finding Patton. Patton far corner. Yeah, that's an easy foul call. No disputing that. As Journey Boswell bodied Case Patton, was going for the pump fake from Patton, and he landed on him.
That's the 4th team foul on Victory Christian.
26-24, McAlester leading by 2. This will be a side inbound here.
That was on number 12 for Victory Christian, his 2nd.
Man-to-man defense out of the inbound. Boyd finding Patton inside the circle, gathers the dribble, guarded by Miller. In man-to-man by here, the Victory Christian Conquerors. Low post. Boyd backing up his man. Gets into the paint. Triple teamed. Gets it to the low post. Can't score. Gets his own rebound. Turnaround jump shot wildly off. Gets his own rebound again. Throws it to Pouncil. Pouncil quadruple team lost the ball on the other side. Going for 2 as Boswell chased down by Moss. He can't get there in time. And it's a tie game, 26-26.
McAllister's got to find some offense here.
They have not been able to find anything. Just 2 points in the first half of the third quarter. We're halfway through the third quarter. Moss being met by Boswell. Low post. Feeds it over to Patton near corner. He thought about the 3. Bounce passes in over to Boyd. Backs up his man. And this is an offensive foul. You cannot do that. And a technical foul call, too. So a foul called on Boyd on the offensive foul. They might hit him with a T here, too. And this has been a nightmare of a third quarter for the Buffaloes.
Yep.
They're all out of sorts. And it is going to be a technical foul on Boyd as well. I mean, he pretty much projectiled himself into the low post, and when you have that much force, that's going to be called an offensive foul.
Every single time.
Silas Smith with 2 free throws to give Victory Christian their first lead of the game. First free throw is good, and that is their first lead. They have outscored McAlester 9-2 in the third quarter.
Facio checked in for Boyd after the foul.
Second free throw, good as well, 28-26. It is a 10-2 run. Whoever wins this game plays the winner of Inola and OK, who play at 5:30. More than likely will be OK. Whoever loses this game will play at 2:30. That's a rough draw for McAlester. A ranked team in Victory Christian, then you have to play the defending tournament champions if you win. As here's a foul in the low post. More free throws coming up for Victory Christian as things are unraveling for the black and gold right now. But again, OK is 14-1 on the year. Not an easy draw for McAlester in this tournament.
Definitely not.
We'll say, though, there's not a lot of easy teams in this tournament. Journey Boswell at the line. Misses the first free throw, and it's still a one-possession game. As Brandon Smith comes in for Kyle Moss, what I want to see more of from McAlester, maybe they'll bump it up in the fourth quarter. Got to get that aggressiveness up. I think that you need to really apply pressure. But really, McAlester hasn't been able to make any shots to press Victory Christian here in the third quarter. Splitting the trip at the line is Boswell. It's a 29-26 game. And in fact, I think it is a 9-0 run by Victory Christian right now. Left front court, Smith getting a screen by Facio and working right. Loosely double team, passing over to Patton, right front court. Patton begins his dribble, opposite of another number 0. Left wing, Pouncil couldn't handle the ball. Double team, lost the ball, dives for it, tripped up a Conqueror, still finds his way over to Caven Hill. Caven Hill on the attack, double teamed, lost it, gets it back outside to Facio. Bounce pass, short corner. Outside, back over to Smith, angle right. McAllister's got to take care of the ball, back out far corner. Pouncil pumps, back pedals it. Far sideline, down by 3, Pouncil on the attack. Low post 2, got it. Davian Pouncil right when you need a hero.
And he's had all 4 points in the quarter for McAllister.
29-28, that ends a 9-0 Victory Christian run. Far corner, Boswell fires and left it short. Clearing it, Case Patton down the floor. McAllister wanted to take the lead back. 2:45 left in the third. Facio near sideline. Bounces it in to Caven Hill. 14 first half points. There's no way. They're calling an offensive foul.
He didn't touch him.
There is no way. There's absolutely no way.
And Brand, the official who called that was on the other side of the half-court line.
I would give him an Oscar, but that does not, no. There is absolutely no shot on God's green earth that should be an offensive foul. Roman Payne didn't take any pain from Caven Hill, who backed him up. It was a light breeze that went through the Old Fort Classic that led to Payne falling.
And I don't know what we're discussing here, but
that's rough. And again, I've been very benefit of the doubt to officials. That can't be called. There is no way that can be called. Left wing, far corner. 2:23 left in the third. By the half-court line, Richardson, guarded up by Pouncil. Take that back. That's Patton. Right wing, into the corner, near side. With the number 2, Colick. Colick gets it right wing. Back out straight away. Richardson on the drive. Back outside, far corner, driving in Miller. Miller stopping low post. Floater won't bounce in. And it's Pouncil that comes up with the rebound. Ahead to Facio. McAlester, a second chance to take the lead here. Facio into Pouncil. Pouncil finds a lane. Bounce passes it into Hill. Hill jumps for positioning and scores, tying his career high of 16 points. And McAlester retakes the lead. 30-29. They gave the 2 points to Victory Christian. Nate fixed the score. Right wing. Miller over to left wing. Again, we still haven't told that story yet, but we'll have a chance to as Brandon Smith picks up his first or second foul. Second foul. No, we were over here at the Old Fort Classic 6 years ago now. Wow, time flies.
Yeah.
But we were calling the game, and someone thought that you were controlling the scoreboard off your iPad who was keeping stats, and they yelled at you for not changing the score.
I mean, and it wasn't once. It was multiple times. It was the same person. Came over and said, hey, you need to change the score. Hey, I'm not running the scoreboard off an iPad.
So Titus Richardson, 2 free throws here as they're in the bonus for the final 98 seconds. First free throw is good, and we're back to a tie game at 30-30. Victory Christian has had a heck of a third-quarter run, outscoring McAlester now 12-6. 12-6. We're going to put us at a 30-30 game. Richardson's second free throw is short, and we're still tied. Someone's got to get the board. It ends up going to Victory Christian. They can't make the easy bucket inside the paint, but they get another offensive rebound. Driving in Richardson, laying it down low through the hands of a Conqueror, but into the corner. It's saved by Miller. McAlester cannot end possessions today. Far corner, driving in baseline. Tough 2, leaves it short. Rebounded by Caven Hill. Coach Ryan Wakely hits the chair with how mad that he was that didn't get a call. Far corner. Patton into Hill. Hill backing up his man into the low post area. Foul called and free throws here for Caven Hill, as this one will be on Roman Payne. I will just say he took a lot more contact there than he ever did on the offensive foul a couple of possessions ago.
Yeah, he has no room to complain right now.
And Caven Hill will get free throws here. Trip to the line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. And I want to go ahead and clarify, not saying anything about Roman Payne or trying to degrade that young man. I would do the same thing trying to draw the foul.
Yes.
That's what you do. That's what you're taught to do. Embrace the contact. I was more so talking about the official, how you really can't call that a couple of possessions ago. Hill's second free throw is good, and McAlester retakes the lead 31-30.
And that's a new career high for Caven Hill. He's got 17 today.
Have a day, young man. Beating the press. Not much of one there by McAlester. They were really backed up beyond the half-court line. Victory Christian. Miller to the left wing. Three-pointer to give them the lead is too strong. Down low. Hill's got the rebound underneath the basket. 1 point McAlester lead. 51 seconds. He threw it right back. Richardson one-on-one with Facio. Gets him turned around. Low post 2 is good. And it's 32-31. Conquerors on top of McAlester. Got a good one brewing here in Fort Gibson. Smith straight away. No points here in the third quarter thus far. Picks up his dribble. Near corner to Pouncil. Pouncil still by the perimeter with 30 seconds left. Looks over at Coach Dawkins. Begins again to the circle. Trying to drive. Back out Brandon near sideline. Man-to-man defense after having a full half of zone defense inside the Hill. Back over to Smith. Smith draws contact. 2 will go. Coach Dawkins irate that he didn't get an and one. 33-32, as irate as Coach Dawkins can be. Not much of a hot-tempered dude. 5 seconds left in the third. Left wing, step back, contested 3. Won't go. 1 second, rebound by Hill. And that's the end of the third quarter. What a third quarter it was. Victory Christian has brought it back to a 1-point game. And it's going to be a battle to the finish line here in the first round of the Old Fort Classic. Buffaloes lead 33-32 over Victory Christian on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Ever notice how one thermostat can spark a full family debate? Dad cranks it down, mom turns it up, and the kids, well, they just want it perfect for video games. That's when your HVAC system says, "I'm done." And that's when we step in to keep everyone comfortable and prevent the family from turning on each other. Because let's be honest, the dog shouldn't have to choose sides. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014445.
33-32, McAlester leading by as slim as a margin as you can. Again, they trailed by as many as 3 points earlier in the third quarter. They were able to bring it back and take the lead here. McAlester still trying to find their offense. They were kind of discombobulated against the man-to-man defense. Found somewhat of an answer, but this might be a defensive battle to the end. On the floor is Davian Pouncil, Gianni Facio, Caven Hill, Brandon Smith, and Case Patton. McAllister's 2 out of their top 3 scorers not in double digits yet. Pouncil and Smith. Near corner, right wing, Richardson. Your scorer, over half of your points have come from Caven Hill, 17, and a new career high. Richardson passing far sideline to Miller. Miller dribbling left with the left hand, stopping high post, lobbing it back outside, near corner. Stepping in, stepping right back out, shovel pass right wing. Miller looked like he might have traveled. Gets past Case Patton and scores with the left hand. I thought he took an extra step maybe on the initial acceleration. But instead it's a 34-33 Victory Christian lead. Inside, over to Caven Hill. Low post, backing up his man. He's all over the back of him and got it anyway. Caven Hill with a chance to get 20. He looks back at a Conqueror and says, "What you got?" Caven Hill will have a quick word with his head coach, Coach Dawkins.
Foul was on number 5 for Victory Christian, his second.
McAlester retakes the lead. This trip to the line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. Hill's free throw is good.
He is up to 20 points today. Again, a new career high for the young man.
For your animal needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. So Makio Miller passes left wing. Guarded by Smith, gets a screen by Payne. Dribbles top of the key, dribbling inside, back outside, near corner 3 for the lead. Short. Smith gets the rebound, hauling it in with one hand. Takes it down the court. Lobbing ahead to Facio. Takes it in stride left wing. Bounce pass high post to Hill. One man hits the deck. Hill flying in. Crazy 2 that goes for Caven Hill. Caven Hill with all the swagger right now.
22 points.
38-34, McAlester leading by 4. Straight away, Makio Miller, dribbling right, passing near corner to Colick. Colick on the drive, pulls up, mid-range J, good. Nice shot by Colick off the bench. Ryan Wakely takes the timeout. McAlester leads by 2, 38-36 with 6:30 left in the game on KNED.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
Been a back-and-forth game. McAlester has led by as many as 7. They led by that amount twice. 38-36 is the score. I actually think they led by as many as 8 at one point in the third quarter before the big run by Victory Christian Conquerors gave them the lead. But again, it's been Caven Hill. He has been the guy that stepped up to fill in the empty shoes right now of Rodney Washington, who's down with illness, and Jasper Mead, who has been starting here as of late. Left wing, Brandon Smith has the ball, bounce passing it to Facio. Facio, high dribble, working around the arc. Left wing, calls for Pouncil to get it and does so. Met immediately by Boswell. Now drives, lost the ball, gives it off over to Hill. Hill, reverse layup, Caven Hill got it in one. Caven Hill has entered another dimension. Caven Hill is levitating like a Dua Lipa song.
He's matching his number, he's got 24.
And that picks up number 4, foul number 4 on Dom Laura. 8 points over his previous career high. This to make it a 5-point game. Hill in an empty gym. Free throw is short. Ball hits the deck. Pouncil diving for it. Still on the deck. Pouncil's got the rebound and a quick timeout by Coach Dawkins. Nice use of a timeout. He'll have 3 left. Both teams have 3 left. 6:08 left in the game. McAlester leading by 4, 40-36 on KNED.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
New year means new resolutions and the perfect time to trade in and trade up at Benton Nissan of McAlester. Why settle for last year's ride when you can drive something with more tech, more comfort, and more style? Turn your trade-in into an upgrade you'll love because your resolutions deserve the best ride. Fulfill your new year with a resolution you'll keep, a new Nissan from Benton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Benton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at bentonnissan.com.
You know, playing without 2 starters against a ranked team, it can be a tough hill to climb, but luckily we have a cave-in hill. 40-36 is our score. McAlester Buffaloes on top by 4 with 6:08 left in the game. Don't give me that side eye. That's a pretty good one. Pouncil will look to inbound. He finds cave-in hill, short corner triple team. He's got a lot of open guys. Can't get it out, though, and it's stolen out of the timeout by Colick. And Coach Dawkins upset because he knows he took that timeout so they can keep the ball. And Case Patton tackles a Victory Christian Conqueror in Titus Richardson.
Again, not intentionally, just kind of lost his balance.
First team foul on McAlester here. Again, the Buffaloes leading 40-36, just under 6 minutes left in the game.
And that's the third on Patton. He's really the only Buffalo in foul trouble. Smith, Hill, and Boyd all have 2 fouls.
Inbounding to the backcourt to Journey Boswell. Across the half-court line, dribbles behind the back. Working off a long screen by Lauren, passes to the right wing. Richardson dribbling top of the key, stopping, guarded by Hill outside of the paint right now. There's a mismatch down the low post. Lauren wants it, grabs it, but could not handle it, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover, Victory Christian. They haven't had a lot of those since the first half.
No, just the third unforced turnover.
That's why they're so close in this game, is because they've been doing an excellent job of taking care of the basketball. Patton stops in the circle, feeds to Patton left side. There's a lane that comes open. Pouncil attacks it and is fouled down the low post.
That'll be the third team foul on Victory Christian here in the fourth quarter.
So Pouncil will go to the charity stripe. And he was 1 of 5 from the line last night. He's a 48% free throw shooter, averaging 12.8 points per game. And the big news is that's foul number 5 on Dom Laura. He is done. Foul number 3 on Victory Christian. First free throw is short by Pouncil. What's McAllister's free throw total tonight, or today, rather?
McAlester is 5 of 11 from the free throw line.
Got to be better. You want to put a team away or have a chance of pulling away, you got to be better at the line.
And this is a 4-point game with McAlester shooting nearly 50% from the field.
Pouncil's second free throw, no good either. Facio fighting for the board, can't handle it. And it's taken by number 12, Journey Boswell. So no points there at the line for McAlester. It's still a 4-point game. Stopping high post, back outside, straight away to the left wing, quick swing, far corner. Colick met by Brandon Smith, who gets the steal. Smith towards the rim. Smith takes a bump, got it, and one. Brandon Smith. What you got? 5:10 left in the game and a 6-point advantage.
That was his 5th steal, 10th point, and the 4th team foul on Victory Christian.
That's 11 steals in 2 games for Brandon Smith so far.
Was that in the last 24 hours?
Last 24 hours. Absolutely. A chance to convert at the line and bring this back to a 7-point game. Smith's free throw is good. 43-36. McAlester survived the onslaught of the third quarter, but the thing is Victory Christian can always do it again. A team averaging 53 a game, they're at 36. They still have left More left in the tank. Miller into the corner to Boswell. They haven't really shot all that great from three as Caven Hill knocks one out of bounds. And the reason why I say that is because McAlester has continued to guard the perimeter. At any given moment, Victory Christian can start popping.
Right now they are 1 of 6 from 3. That's McAlester. Victory Christian is 2 of 16 from 3.
Far corner cross court, finding a man along the baseline, and Boswell guarded up quickly by Patton, passes low post, double team back outside. Boswell for the right wing three is off, now 2 of 17. Fastio can't get the rebound, low post 2 is made right over Caven Hill. Tip of your cap, great shot made there by the Victory Christian Conquerors, brings it back to a 5-point game.
Not much more Caven could have done on that one.
Without fouling.
Yeah.
That was perfectly guarded as you can be, and it was still a made 2. Great play. Smith in the circle, passing right side to Pouncil. Pouncil on the attack again. Pouncil gets as close to the positioning as he can, misses the shot. It is rebounded out long by Miller. Miller attacking on Smith. Two-pointer is up on the layup. Missed shot, and Fastio's got the board, swinging it over to Smith. Smith 2 on 3, doesn't have the numbers. Step back, right elbow, 2, won't bounce in. Rebounded by Richardson. Quick possessions here by both teams. Richardson double-teamed in the backcourt. Lobs it near sideline, grabbed by Boswell. Now McAlester not in good positioning, but they end up trailing behind well, falling in line. Boswell passing left side. Thinking about the long three is number 3. Missing it, Smith back irons it. Hill's got another rebound.
Now, I'd like to see McAlester slow down a little bit on this possession here.
Leading by 5.
They've been a little out of control on the last few possessions. Run your offense, see if you can't find an open shot.
You and Coach Dawkins shared the same mindset right there. He said hold up a little bit. He calls timeout and wants to talk about the game plan. 3:32 left in the game. Buffaloes lead 43-38 on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
43-38, the McAlester Buffaloes once again shorthanded. They did get an extra player back today in Ty Moscato, but again, they're trying to slowly bring him back in. Coming off of, I believe, was the flu, is not something easy to come back from. I've had the flu once in my life, and I was.
You've only had the flu once?
The truth, yeah, once.
Man.
And I felt like I was about to die. So trying to play a basketball game, coming out of that is hard to do.
You are lucky for having the flu only once in your life.
I'm knocking on wood, though, because I know it's going around. Obviously, we're shorthanded because of it. 43-38, McAlester leading Victory Christian. 3:32 left in the game as Pouncil will inbound. Finding Patton deep in the corner. A pass is loose and taken again by Boswell. That's another timeout that McAlester uses that they immediately give it up. And Coach Dawkins, that's a frustrated man right there. 3:20 left in the game. Driving in Richardson, kicking it out, far corner, swinging it left side. Over to the right side to Miller. Miller passing near corner, 3:13 left. Plenty of time still for Victory Christian. Left wing, driving in, past a man. Richardson, tough 2, left it short. Pouncil's got a rebound, and he shovels it ahead over to Smith. Smith, they have the numbers 5-on-4 as a guy fell down in the backcourt. Coach Dawkins calling for him to come up closer towards him in front of the McAlester bench. 3 seconds, now goes near corner, and Dawkins wants another timeout with 2:51 left. That means he'll have 1 left for the rest of the game. 2:51 left in it. You're listening to McAlester Basketball on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's appropriate that the Six Flags theme is playing right now in the Old Fort Classic because this game has been a roller coaster. 43-38, McAlester leading Victory Christian. McAlester has led for a majority of it, but Victory Christian will not go quietly, I would say, into the night, but it is 3:32 in the afternoon. If we turn the ball over out of this timeout with Coach Dawkins having 1 left, I think that he might have an aneurysm.
He might explode.
Inbound into the circle. Brandon Smith will navigate right, crosses over Miller, and works back left towards the circle. Miller, right on the hip of Brandon. He passes over to, and they did it again. They intercepted it over to Miller near side, throwing it back. Boswell for 2 scores. Again, 3 consecutive timeouts that Coach Dawkins calls. McAlester turns it right over. That is crazy. Smith by the half-court line, trying to get past Miller, crosses him over, in trouble, spins past Miller. Passes into the corner over to Patton. Patton jump pass back to Smith. Smith straight away, finding Hill. Hill going baseline. Gets down low and is fouled down low. Let's see who it's on.
Regardless, that'll be the 5th team foul on Victory Christian, meaning McAlester will be in the bonus for the final 2:14.
It'll be the 3rd personal on Roman Payne. Caven Hill trying to build on what has been an impressive day, the best day of his young career thus far. Big free throws coming up. 2:14 left. First free throw by Hill is good. So back to a 2-possession game, 44-40. If McAllister's going to win this game, they're going to have to make their free throws. Especially with Victory Christian showing a little bit more pressure. Second free throw is good. Caven Hill. He's up to how many now?
26.
Man, 4 points away from a 30-burger here. Straight away, Miller. Trying to attack on Boyd. He left the lane open. Tough 2 over Hill. Won't go. Boyd's got the rebound. McAlester can slow things down. 2 minutes left. You got to be careful with the basketball. They've been turning it over too many times here in the second half. Miller on the hip of Brandon. Gets past Miller into the paint. Floater from the free throw line. Grazes the front side of the rim. Caven Hill is there for the rescue. 47-40. McAlester back up by 7 with 1:44 left. Richardson attacking the paint. Wild 2. Won't go. Caven Hill's got the steal. Hill down the floor. Hill bounce passes to Pouncil. Pouncil low post 2. Shots blocked. Gets his own rebound. Turnaround jump shot will fall, and McAlester leads for the first time today by 9 points or more. 49-40 with 1:26 left.
And was that Pouncil on the 2?
Yes. And
Okay,
he also got his own rebound there. Far corner. Driving in. Backing up Smith. Nice move by Richardson over Case Patton. High off the glass to the bottom of the bucket. Makes it back to a 7-point game at 49-42. Timeout called by Coach Ryan Wakely of Victory Christian. We'll take a timeout with them on KNED.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil-filled accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready Z-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
49-42, some clutch free throws, some clutch shots by Caven Hill and Davian Pouncil here in the last 30 seconds. But McAlester has to be careful with the basketball. They've been turning it over a lot in the second half. It's led to Victory Christian getting back in this game. Right now it's a 7-point game, 3-possession game. Brandon Smith lobs it back over to Pouncil. Pouncil, far sideline by Miller. He's in the backcourt, throws to Smith. Smith quickly ahead to Hill. Hill lost the ball, taken back in the front court, perfectly over to Brandon Smith.
Just how you drew it up.
Woo! As that batted around a little bit, Patton, far sideline, double team, finds a wide open Caven Hill. Welcome to the 30-point club. 14 more than his previous career high. Caven Hill puts McAlester up by 9 with 50 seconds left. Near corner 3, good, and this game ain't over yet. Their third made 3 of the game. First one of the second half comes from Silas Smith, and it's back to a 6-point game with 44 seconds left. You're listening to McAlester Basketball on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Well, as Robert Downey Jr.'s character in Tropic Thunder once said, survive. 51-45, McAlester leading by 6, 45 seconds left as it's Pouncil inbounding to Hill. Hill is found down the near sideline, and free throws are going to be coming up for Caven Hill. Did they say he stepped out of bounds? They say Caven Hill stepped out of bounds. Well, again, they have the perfect view from that corner. It's hard for us to tell. They say Caven Hill was not fouled. They say he stepped out of bounds. So it's a turnover by Victory or by McAlester to give Victory Christian the ball back, inbounded into the feet of Miller. It's a 6-point game with 38 seconds left. Here near corner, Richardson driving, throwing it back out near corner. Miller quick trigger 3, short, and it goes over the backboard to give McAlester the ball back with 31 seconds left. And then coming some more players, Jordan Williams, I think for the first time today, and also Jordan Lopez.
I think he played a little bit, just checked in for less than a minute.
Pouncil looking, no one's open. Throws it to Brandon. Brandon in the corner. Lobbing ahead to Boyd. Boyd finds it in the front court. 27 seconds into Pouncil. Pouncil's 2. Won't go. Tip in. Won't go either. Pouncil stepped on the baseline as he was grabbing the rebound. Still a 6-point game. 21 seconds left. I know that you wanted the 2. It looked like he could have been there.
Yeah.
I don't mind that shot attempt. High percentage shot just didn't go for McAlester. Time's running down, though. 17 seconds. Left wing. Smith for the 3 to make it a one-possession game. Won't go. Caven Hill flying high for the board. Gives it off to Brandon. Triple teamed. Fouled with 10 seconds. And if Brandon can hit 1 free throw, this game should be over. No question about it with 10.1 left.
And Brandon, with that rebound, Caven Hill has a double-double on top of a 30-point game.
That's good, right?
It ain't bad.
This trip to the line brought to you by Big V Feed Center for your animals' needs, plus winter feed booking prices. Call 918-426-1951.
That was on Richardson, his second.
Brandon's first one is good, and that should do it. McAlester is going to survive. Once again, still down 2 starters behind a 30-point game from Caven Hill and a double-double. McAlester is going to advance to the semifinals to join the girls, and for the first time this season, as Brandon makes both of them, both the girls and boys will win on the same day in the 2025-2026 season. Richardson's right wing 3 is back ironed. Offensive board Miller in the final second gets the shot to go, and that just makes it a little bit closer. But McAlester wins today 53-47, the final score. Ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo fans far and wide, grab that brush and paint that win column black and gold. We have a couple of later games tomorrow as the McAlester Lady Buffaloes play at 7 o'clock, but the McAlester boys will await the winner of Inola and OK. And that'll be again, 5:30 game for the boys as they'll go first tomorrow. But what another gritty performance by these boys. Again, you're down by a couple of starters. You're losing a lot of your points per game. And then you still get right there close to your season average in terms of points. It's another guy stepping up. I mean, Caven Hill stepped up yesterday, but he stepped up even more so when his team needed him the most. When Pouncil didn't have his best day, when Brandon didn't have his best day in terms of scoring, you still had Caven Hill stepping up. This team is gritty, man. It's gritty.
It is, and they've got a lot of depth, and I cannot wait to see what this team continues to do when they're back at full strength.
They improved to 11-5 on the season. Let's look at our post-game stats brought to you by McAlester Auto Collision. They are who you want after the event. They'll make your vehicle look great again. Call 918-715-3173. Nate?
All right, again, Caven Hill, leading scorer today, joined the 30-point club on 12 of 18 shooting, had 10 rebounds, giving him a double-double along with a steal. Brandon Smith had 13 today. 5 of 7 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds and 5 steals. Davian Pouncil, 8 points today on 4 of 8 shooting, 9 rebounds. Then Kyle Moss had the other 2 points today. He had 2 rebounds and a steal. Case Patton had 2 defensive rebounds. Jacoby Boyd had 4 rebounds and a steal. Gianni Fascio had 1 rebound, and Ty Moscato had a rebound as well. And we'll go through team stats real quick. McAlester 46% from the field. Victory Christian 34. McAlester only took 6 three-point attempts today.
Huh.
1 of 6. Victory Christian 3 of 22 from three-point range. Good for 14%. McAlester wants to get that free throw percentage up. 59% today, 10 of 17. Victory Christian 6 of 8. McAlester dominated the rebounding today, 36 to 25. McAlester forced 11 Victory Christian turnovers. Victory Christian forced 15 McAlester turnovers.
Couple of things, but I want to start off by saying great gameplay by the Victory Christian Conquerors.
Yes.
Again, I know that McAlester is short-handed, but also we talked about how much depth that McAlester has as well. And for the fact of the matter that the Buffaloes had to fight to the very end to be able to fight off Victory Christian, that's with Victory Christian struggling from 3. It's very impressive for that 3A team. And they're looking to make some noise as they get closer towards the regional tournaments as well. But again, McAlester wins today. My second thought, I'm excited to see as this team continues to grow. Caven Hill getting 30 points.
Yes.
Last night, you had Brandon Smith getting 20. You had Davian Pouncil having 12 and a quarter from a night ago. On a back-to-back playing within 24 hours, imagine when you get back to full strength with the experience that they're building, with the confidence that they're building, 11-5 on the year, already one less win than they had the entire year last year. And what was a 500 year for them? They don't get those a lot, or this McAlester basketball program hasn't had them a lot over the course of the last 20 years or so. They have something special brewing, just like what I said yesterday. Nate, your final thoughts on this one as we get ready for semifinal Thursday tomorrow.
I mean, you've summed everything up pretty well. Can't wait to see what what tomorrow brings for both the McAlester boys and girls in the semifinals at 5:30 and 7 o'clock.
All right, can you thank our sponsors one final time, and we'll get ready to go. For those on KND, you'll go back to regularly scheduled programming. If you want to watch Pit 8 basketball action, that'll be right here on the McAlester Radio YouTube channel. Nate?
All right, I'd like to thank Sam Wampers, Freedom Ford, Friesen Flare Heat and Air, Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, McAlester Direct Primary Care, Vinton Nissan McAlester, W.E. Alford Propane, The Bank N.A., Stipe Law Firm, Vickers Power Sports, and First Realty.
A big thank you to our board operator, Wyatt Hubbard, and thank you, the listener, for spending your Wednesday afternoon with us as well. From day one at the 52nd Annual Old Fort Classic at the Fort in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma. How about McAlester basketball? 2-0 today. The Lady Buffaloes win big 46-24 over Inola, and McAlester outlasts Victory Christian 53-47 in the opening round of play. Until tomorrow, when McAlester basketball continues on with semifinal Thursday. On behalf of Nate Brown and myself, this is Brandon Green saying, Buffaloes win. And don't just have a great day. Have a Buffalo day, everybody.